time's for real. Are you guys ready? Okay then, begin!
The ultimate battle between God and man! A battle It's time to duel! Let's begin!
May the best man win. I intend to.
Venomous! Rule battle!
それでは第9回戦
この8000部
We here is Wednesday. You know what it is. Main Spider can't hear. AK Miss AK. I'm in the figure 4 leg lock. Roundtable time. We're here to talk about most impactful moments in anime. So I'll be comparing 2 moments of the same anime. Y'all tell me what takes the cake. Pause if you need it. So, I mean, this came back from Blerd Cartel. They were twerking in the rain.
Yeah. He said they twerking in the rain.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the long intro we about to get into. So, we'll start. Geese to the Super Nerd. How you doing, sir? How you feeling?
Yep, I feel good. It's 7:13 and I'm drinking coffee. Long studio session. I just recorded 3 songs when I got off work. This is going to be the most epic. What's up, Miss Morgan? History of mankind. And I got a show next Friday.
All right, bet. Shout out to Geezer. Support everything he got going on. Shout out to him. We got Menace in the building. He is new to the show. What's up with you, sir?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
No problem. He has I like that, very short and sweet intro. Shout out. Fuck it. I just keep Philly Anime Boy 215 here. What's up with you? Shout out to the 4G he has going on right now. King of Chaos. King of Chaos. We could.
Hey everyone, King of Chaos here for all things anime, manga, comparisons. Feel free to check me out on YouTube, TikTok, Threads, and Instagram at King of Chaos _1. Shout out to the Blerd Cartel as usual, the goats holding it down, letting me on here. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to the Thread Negroes. Ebony Moonbeam, how you doing?
Hey y'all, I'm good. I'm glad to be here per usual. This should be interesting because I doubt my iconic moments are the same as you weirdos. So let's see how this goes.
All weirdos. So there you go. Washington the Great, get this man to 1K.
Give me the 1K, please. Shouts out to Static Sosa. Can't wait for this show to kick off. I'm interested.
And Sensei of the Syndicate is here. What's up with you, sir?
Hey man, I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week, and ready to talk about some anime.
Shout out to everybody.
Thank you, sir.
It's your thing with everybody. Beard is crispy. My Ray is here. What's up with you?
What's up, big boy? Bankai. Shout out to Menace, my boy. Glad to see you here.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Fan of the content, man. Glad to see you here. Glad you could join us.
Right on. I'm happy to be here, bro.
Y'all
already know what it's gonna be, and you see
are left standing. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Blerd Official. Go follow them on YouTube, blerd.com. Read them articles. You know what I mean? Shout out to What It Sound Like. They had an amazing panel at BlerdCon. So follow them. They got a show tomorrow. Make It Make Sense Saturdays. Rock out with them and their nonsense. Honey and Cocoa podcast. They'll be back in August. Shout out to them. Shout out to Blerd Syndicate also. Shout out to everything they got going on. And then Waifu Views.
Gang.
Our best new show that is out on Sundays. Go follow the lady, you know what I mean? So
I'm glad you said that. The best new show, because it is. We is. I love all the other shows, but
I'm gonna let it shine.
Who doesn't want to look at 3 beautiful women talk about anime?
Nobody.
So we're gonna start with Bleach. I'm gonna name 2 moments from Bleach, and you tell me which one is the most impactful to y'all. Okay. All right, fair?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Ichigo, first time.
That wins. We ain't gotta continue. That wins.
Oh my god.
Baka.
Biasness aside.
Rookie.
That wins.
Or Ruki is rescued.
Yeah, no, he's right. That wins.
Yeah, now it does.
Yeah, now he's right. That wins.
So see how easy that was. So everybody with the sweep on Bankai because it's so
over that.
Yeah.
I mean,
First
Yeah.
time.
yeah, the first time he did it.
Hell yeah.
I am the bleach expert though, so watch it now.
Damn.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, Aizen stopping the theme song versus Ichigo.
Oh.
That one
with the transformation.
Yeah.
But more impactful.
More
Very
impactful.
impactful. Everybody knows Aizen because he stopped the freaking music. It broke the show.
I
He
feel
broke
like
the
you
fourth
gotta
wall.
be
That's
Aizen.
transdimensional.
So now we have a conversation. Okay, cool.
I feel like
It's not really a
You made the first
conversation.
one so easy.
Hold on, real quick, Monray. We're gonna start with you. Which one is the most impactful to the story, to the show itself? You feel?
I'm gonna roast you.
Impactful, just overall, is actually a bit of a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Ukiora fight because I think him transforming, even though it didn't last like it should have, but in the moment it was impactful and just he went full hollow. So I think.
What did it lead to? He never used it again. What did it lead to?
No, I said like it didn't last like it should have, but at the moment it was impactful.
I'm gonna get to you, Geek to the Super Nerd. Which one is the most impactful?
I would definitely have to say when Ichigo transformed, like really just that pressure being applied. It kind of put me in that mindset when Goku turned Super Saiyan for the first time. So it put me in that mindset. So yeah.
Ebony Moonbeam.
It's Aizen stopping the music. Like I'm an Ukiora stan, and it led to nothing. Just like Chaos said, in my opinion, we don't see it again. We think that okay, Ukiora may be actually like the big bad, and then he gets defeated, and yeah, it's the music. Shonen rules. You don't stop the music.
Minutes on you. Which one is more impactful?
I think it's Aizen because at that point in Bleach, we had just seen Ichigo achieve the pinnacle of power in Bleach, which is a Bankai. We saw like the Bankai battle with Byakuya, and now Ichigo is basically rolling on cloud 9. So there's no reason why he's not feeling himself and why he shouldn't be feeling like, okay, I can take down this main threat. He stops this boy's like newly debuted power with one finger, almost completely one-shots him with that same finger, and then just graciously has one of the best exits of all time. I'm sorry, I gotta go with Aizen on that one.
Aizen's up, holds it down. King of Chaos. How you feeling?
Honestly, I'm loving Moonbeam, Menace. Both of y'all are obviously high battle IQ Negroes, such as myself. So the main thing for me is impact means it has to do something. Ichigo's hollow moment was cool, but if anything, the first time he went hollow, like with the mask, was impactful. This is just the payoff. This didn't do anything. We never see Ichigo not only use this, we see his hollow mask once after this fight. Once. That's it. It does nothing for the story. Like, who cares? And honestly, they kind of jumped Ukiora. If we really want to get technical, I don't know. And Aizen, it's like Mena said.
Nah, speak on that. I want to hear that.
Well, I mean, they jumped him. I mean, Ichigo, I love Ichigo. I love Bleach. No one's going to say otherwise, as far as like my homies know. But Ichigo was fighting him, got packed up, or he may went there to try to heal him. I don't know if that actually triggered the reaction that led to him actually healing or what. What I'm saying is she healed him. Uryu stalled Ukiora briefly during that time. I don't know. Seems a little weird. With Aizen, it's like Mena said. Ichigo just got the pinnacle power. And, Aizen's a captain, so he ain't sweet. But he's got Renji backing him up. He just beat Byakuya, who's supposed to be that guy. He gets folded. The whole series after that is about chasing this man and getting that dub. Getting revenge. Well, not revenge, like beating Aizen. What else do you want for impact?
All right, hold on. We go with Watson real quick. Watson, how you feeling?
I'm just gonna agree with them and their points. I do think that
Which one?
Aizen. I think the Aizen point is the one because of the, like you said, the stopping of the music and like at that point you could see in Ichigo's eyes he had to rethink his life because he was hoping it didn't work. So that was for me. That's what I'll go with the Aizen.
Sensei, the Syndicate to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, I was going with Eisen as well, just because Eisen had it where he was like cool as a fan throughout the whole time. So that the fact that he had it like that, and then the fact that like everybody was like, okay, he's finna get his ass whooped, and then after that he just stops him real quick, makes it something where we're like, hold on, what just happened? Like it kind of shook you because you were just like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen at all.
I bet. We're gonna go one more for Bleach. Eisen versus everybody. Eisen stabbing Momo.
Damn.
So we're gonna go in reverse. Sensei, you're gonna take it off for us.
I'm gonna go with him stabbing Momo first, just because it was kind of a shock, and like I didn't really see it coming at the time. I get Eisen taking on everybody at the same time. It was just, I think that was him just flexing at that time. You know what I mean? But like that was the first time we saw Eisen kind of do something. You know what I mean? That was villainous. So that's where I was gonna go with it.
Watson.
I'm going with the Momo stabbing because I didn't think Eisen had that dog in him. But
he got that dog.
I was like, oh wow, this guy is going to any lengths to get it done. Like Sensei said, that whole when they came out to fight him, I knew he was going to beat them. That was a no-brainer. So yeah, Momo stabbing was a big impact moment for me.
Chaos expert of Bleach is on you.
Can't stand y'all. I'm gonna have to give it to Eisen versus all the captains, because Eisen could have stabbed Momo there, but I think it was more impactful that he made Toshiro stab her. Like the way he plotted all of that, and then the very end, that line where he like, just think about that whole setup. He's like, "Oh, I respect you for not going all out." It's like, "Oh, I respect you for not fighting me alone." But the whole time, it's like, I never said I wasn't actually using it. I think all of them got murked because of that. They all like, I don't know what it is. Like everyone had tunnel vision. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're beating them." Whole time they're packing up Momo. The person Toshiro first saw get stabbed by Eyes. I don't know. And then homeboy like lost his mind. Then him. Then Kiraku. Then Shinji. Then Soifon. And then the bodies hit the floor. I gotta give it to that one.
Menace is on you.
In my opinion, I'm gonna go with Eisen versus the Bleach captains, only because it kind of plays into the overall story that Eisen always had the upper hand over everybody in the Soul Society. Because at that point, we thought that, we seen the fight with Shinji, we seen essentially the man get jumped by all these captains. They starting to get teamwork, all this stuff, and then at the end of the fight, you see that girl Momo. She gets up, starts walking away. And then comes to find out that, that's actually Eisen, and the one that y'all jumped was Momo. And so it kind of like painted the picture that like all of these Bleach captains going, they all was trying as hard as they could to stop this man. At the end of the day, all that effort was literally part of this man's game. He looked at everything they was doing as nothing more than just a childish game to him. Like he didn't take none of that shit serious. And I think at that point it was like the manipulation factor and just the overall like tactical mindset of Eisen really hit in at that point, and it let everybody know we really dealing with we not dealing with just some ordinary ass motherfucker. Excuse my language. We not dealing with just some ordinary ass person. This man is really him. You know what I'm saying? Like this man is him. Like I get that killing Momo was shocking, but like how he said earlier. Seeing the realization that it was Momo's friend that stabbed Momo because Eisen made that happen, I think hits a lot harder, to be completely honest.
Ebony Moonbeam, your take on Timothy Johnson, aka Eisen?
No, I'm definitely going with Eisen against all the captains. I second everybody else's reasoning behind it, and just like you said, we knew Eisen was capable of some crazy shit after we saw what he did with Momo and all of that stuff. But that right there, seeing your favorite characters up until them really get washed by this man was a little sad. So yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Geeks are the super nerd.
I have to agree. Mainly because that was one of the greatest flicks in anime history.
And then last but not least, Ma Ray, the Bankai.
Oh yeah, it's my boy, the captains. because it's something to show how Aizen decided. I'm not gonna immediately fight y'all. I'm gonna give all of y'all prep time. You know, come up with whatever strategy, give yourself some training, make your peace, and then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna show all of y'all that y'all are nothing compared to me. And he literally did exactly as he stated, exactly what he was going to do, and then humiliated all of them throughout the process of doing that. Even some extra people that decided to come up that weren't even planned for him, hence the visors and even Yoruichi, and like just he's like, it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to show my dominance compared to all of you, and I will give all of you the opportunity to take turns and do what you're going to do, and you will all get put down systematically, and that's exactly what happened. So it was wonderful to watch.
Philly Anime Boy, your last but not least, you did you catch the moments we was talking?
No, I just got back from this horrible ass Wi-Fi up here.
It was Aizen versus all the captains versus Aizen stabbing Momo. Which was more impactful?
Aizen versus all the captains, because like I said, y'all really thought y'all was the shit until somebody on your team really told y'all like, yo, who I really am, and he manipulated everything like a chessboard, like everything down to the nitty gritty, everything. He playing everything like he said, and no matter what they had planned for, they just wasn't ready. So that really just showed you how powerful or how smart this man was. That's all.
All right, we're gonna go to My Hero real quick. So these two moments. Back to My Hero at Blerd Cartel.
This might get ugly.
Being though they had the second worst fan base, they said One Piece has the worst fan base overall. So that's neither here nor there.
I believe it.
I don't know, man.
It's not about that. It's not about
My Hero is the ugly fan base.
It's a nasty one. I know why it's nasty. All right, we're gonna go with Vigilante. We're gonna go with Vigilante Deku encountering Class 1A.
This loses.
Versus Deku versus Bakugo.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Second fight.
Come on, we've already talked about this one.
Second pick, 100%.
Vigilante loses easy.
Damn, we're gonna turn on Vigilante that quick.
You know, he was fighting more than
It's the only time they pass off. We get it, but it ain't more impactful than
that fight between Bakugo and Deku absolutely was something. Like
that was epic. That was impactful.
Bakugo was still in his slippers. He was fighting in his slippers.
Some niggas really woke up in the middle of the night and said, "Let's box." They really woke up at 1 a.m. in the morning. Come on, fight me outside, bro.
No, real talk.
Like on some shit. Like,
and that was one of the first times, aside from like the training thing that they did in like the building, where we really saw Deku be like, you know what? You ain't gonna punk me no fucking more.
Yeah, he was like, we ain't living no more.
We about to go.
Like, let's fight.
No.
Yeah, but still, he was like, nah, I'm not gonna take it.
Nah, y'all bugging.
That moment remind me of the young bull that always got bullied in class, and you got the big bully that's always fucking with him, and the young bull just start really fucking him up, and like, oh shit, it's about time you got your work. That
was fight one. That was the first fight.
That was the first fight.
Yeah, that's
like you need to calm down. Just
y'all see that meme where it's like that dude at the stories like, you're not him, buddy, you're not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was what happened. The Class 1A pulled up on Deku. They let him know you're not All Might. You want to be. When Bakugo said that, when he's like, you All Might want to be, he pointed out the whole flaw with Deku. His whole thing is trying to copy All Might up to this point. Come on, like the words that were said, all of them straight up said, we don't need you to protect us. We aren't kids. We are teammates. They're kids. You know what I mean? Like, come on, that over a one-on-one box? Y'all think that was more
But do you really think that he fought all out the way that he did against Bakugo against Class 1A? He didn't. He didn't give them all of that. I feel like
they weren't trying to fight him. They were talking to him. I'm saying that was an impactful moment because it showed him, hey, the narrative changed in the story at that point. They said it's no longer the story of when I became the world's greatest hero. It's the story of when we became the world's greatest heroes.
Don't nobody care about them.
It's not. Oh, y'all like the Deku show? Y'all Deku fans. My bad. I like it being.
We hear about 4 of them.
All day, but at the end of the day, come on.
Watson, do you have anything to say on the matter? I thought it was a sweep, but apparently we got
Watson. Back me up, man.
Don't do that shit.
I gotta go with the Bakugo fight.
There we go.
Hey, it's that easy. Sometimes you're wrong. Shit.
Since the syndicate, you feel the same way, or?
There's very few times that I agree with Watson. But
Watson agrees with the
today is one of them. Like it's just one of those times where he just wasn't gonna be bullied anymore. You know what I mean? And he was gonna be like, all right, so you know, and plus with Bakugo, he had a lot of stuff on his mind and his heart at the end. You know what I mean? Where you got to be able to see a little bit more of him. So I appreciated that. And with Deku and the other fight against Class 1A, it was just like he was like, okay, I'm not really trying to box y'all. I'm not trying to do anything besides get out of my way. Like he was trying to sway him out the way. Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Well, I don't usually vote, but when Bakugo is involved, I will vote. So it's gonna be. I surprisingly, I'm not taking the fight. I'm taking Vigilante Deku versus Class 1A because Bakugo apologized. He said, "I am sorry for what I did to you, and I recognize you as."
I changed my vote.
Bakugo's
apology is dog. No, I forgot about that.
The apology was there.
Dog. That man told him to unalive himself how many times? He's dog.
I'm sorry.
I am wrong. I see why I'm wrong.
How many X's have you taken back that said unalive yourself? Like, it's okay.
Hold on. Why are you bringing up my X's?
Okay. It's okay.
Hold on. We'll go to the next John real quick. All Might, the first time I'm here. Well, not the first time, but this moment when he fought the Nomu and saved everybody. So we're gonna go with that. I am here. Takes out the tie, punches out the Nobu versus Endeavor. He got his face sliced.
Endeavor.
Yep.
Endeavor.
That's All Might, baby.
That's Endeavor, man.
Let's go in order for this one because y'all. Yeah.
Real quick,
Hold on. We Menace. What's the question?
I said real quick, what scene was that Endeavor got sliced? I don't even remember what scene.
That's when he fought the hybrid Nomu in the city, and then he went plus.
Okay, I got you.
Ultra, and then he did the pose.
He had Hawks with him.
All right,
we'll go Monterey.
Like this is All Might easily because I'm supposed to vote for Endeavor, literally doing what All Might literally did in his own way. No, it's literally All Might pushing through his own weakness, which he already showed, and doing what he had to do. I still play that scene to this day. That scene and that speech is great. So, I'm sorry. Punching somebody straight through the clouds when you're weakened and doing what you have to do while bleeding and all that. No, and I'm supposed to cheer for Endeavor doing the same thing. For
you like when he said,
but he did it better. That fight is better.
It's better because of flames. Like no,
it's better because it's like it's the new number one hero.
It's not better because of flames.
Not better.
It was better because it's like the new number one hero coming up, and nobody knew who was going to take All Might's spot. So everybody in the world looking like, oh my god! They didn't, after that fight, they was losing faith when that Nomu was whooping his ass. They was losing faith. Even the young boy like this. What we gonna do? And you see the young boy on the camera like this. Endeavor's still there. He's still fighting for us. That whole fight, everything about that fight was better. It was everything about that fight. I'm here. Now, if you would have said the All Might versus the A,
he's supposed to be doing, but
he's All Might. You expect that from All Might.
Hold on. Let's get some order in this one, okay? Geekster.
The quietest person for once is Geekster.
Not better.
I'm sorry. He was next, so I mean,
that's crazy.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the things to cool down. Your feet, I'm just waiting.
The oven is cool down. It's on a simmer.
Okay, cool. Okay, I would definitely have to say in my situation, it will be Endeavor, and the reason why is this: Endeavor for so long wanted to be the number one hero. He wanted to, but in that episode, I really would say he got a glimpse of what it would take to at least attempt to fill in the shoes that All Might left behind. And he left some pretty darn big shoes. So, there's no sense like Boston, so I got to go with Endeavor's fight.
Have any moved in?
I'm going with Endeavor. Like, for him to, just like Geekster said, for him to realize in that moment what it really takes to be All Might. But I love a redemption story and borderline villains. So for me to watch him kind of make a turn in that moment and start to become not only a better person, but a better hero. And he's able to work as a team with Hawks, like stuff like that. It's just something that we hadn't seen. I expect All Might to say, I am here and fuck some shit up. But I did not expect as well written and well animated scene as endeavors. And I think it's impactful because now you see him in a slightly different light. Because before he was always just, yes, you did. You may not have, but just think about it. We looked at him as the person that really, really, really wanted to be. He was a hater. He was Sasuke for like half of the show.
And he still is. And I ain't mean that, I mean now. We still see Endeavor as a dick.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And
y'all know I think Sasuke is a brat. We don't even gotta talk about that.
We're not gonna do that to Endeavor tonight. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, but Monray is right. I mean, he is a penis. I mean, look what he did to Todoroki. Burned half his face. I mean,
I heard what you heard too.
So I said what I said, but the thing about it, like that,
I heard that
it
too.
does not change how we look at Endeavor.
Right,
We still hate Endeavor.
Hold on, Menace. How do you feel, sir?
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Like this ain't an easy one. Like I think high diff. I'm gonna go Endeavor, only because at that point that was like the first time that we truly saw Endeavor like really make it like a case to fight for someone else and not just his own cause. So like obviously being a hero, like you know, he saves people, he protects city, you know, typical hero shit. But that was the first time that like he kind of had the mindset of what it truly means to fight for the right cause as a hero. What it means to like really, you know, go to that next level as a hero to get the job done the way the man that he tried so hard to catch up with, to try to compete against, that was his rival, everything. Endeavor finally cracked down and was like, this is what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be that number one guy. I'm going to beat this Nomu. Now, did he win? No. But that was a W moment for Endeavor. Like I'm going to say it again. Like that point in the series was the first time that he really had the mindset of what it means to fight for someone else, not just like his own ambition, not just his own whatever. So I'm going Endeavor.
I hate saying that. I'm going plus Ultra.
That's like a Mighty Vegeta moment, really. Vegeta learned the same thing.
We don't get into that. King of Chaos, how do you feeling?
So like, I gotta give him props for the teamwork aspect. That's one thing that All Might didn't do well. He was Mr. I'll do it all myself. That's not what a hero should be. So if it wasn't for the fact that Endeavor wasn't dog, I probably would have given it to him. But Endeavor's a pretty awful person. Can't root for him. Also, All Might set the standard. Like when you saw him do that, you're like, all right, this is just his base form. He said back in his prime, it would have taken him just 3 mighty blows. They took him over 300. So like that's like a 300 times like power scale difference. And he's the benchmark. Like he's the number one hero. That's who everyone, that whole class 1A got to see. The impact on that speech. Ooh, man, I still be watching it too. I ain't gonna lie. You're right, Moonray. I'll be like, man, I am here. Going on plus ultra. I mean, damn. Life ain't that bad. You listen to that shit.
Watson, how you feeling?
Life ain't that bad when you listen to that shit.
Is All Might that one where he's fighting the Nomu?
Yeah, when Shigaraki first came to the school and trying to kill the kids, and then All Might came in with the little 3-piece.
You know, I would give it that's the one I would give it to. Just because everybody wasn't really depending on him to be there, and he stepped up and he showed everybody who he was, even though he was sick and dying. But I think that him setting the precedent of like, this is the kind of superhero he needs to be, dead, healthy, sick, whatever. So I would give it to that moment over.
He wasn't dying.
Already.
He wasn't dying.
The Syndicate, do you feel the same way?
Hey, so I just got a quick question for the group. So, like with the Nomus, was the one that Endeavor was fighting? Was that more of a higher level one than?
Yeah, that was the high end one that could talk.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff.
So like, I mean, both of them had like assistance with that. I think I want to give it to Endeavor just because, like, to me, it seemed like he finally understood what it was to be number one. And the responsibilities that came along with it. Like this was him kind of growing up at the same time, you know, and finding out that like it's not just about me. So I got to give it to him. Plus, the nigga lost an eye. So you know, I just want to go ahead and give it to him for a sec.
All right, I'm ready for the third and final one.
Ooh, I know one of the moments. Yep, that one. I knew it.
Oh,
that's a better moment.
No brainer. No.
You sure about that?
Let's see.
It's hard for me to see a moment that topped that moment.
My man, My guy. My man Ren 1010 when he lost his power and still was fighting.
Let me go first this time.
That's
damn middle.
And
Cam, why
listen,
you looking
I'm
like
giving,
that,
listen,
man?
I'm giving
Why
my
you
vote.
feel like that, man?
Fuck that, you're up next shit. My man Lamillion said, I'm still Lamillion, nigga. I'm still gonna throw these hands.
He did.
He
did.
did.
Though.
I cried on that.
He did,
I
though.
cried. I cried on them.
I'm sorry, but you know, it's not about me, it's about y'all. Sensei the Syndicate, what's up with you?
Shit, that was.
You're right next, or I'm still Lamillion.
I'm gonna give it to All Might because of
Come on, dog.
the fact
Come
that he
on,
was
man.
that's him giving up everything that he had. You know what I mean? And him talking to Deku, saying like, "Hey, listen, I've given everything that I got. Like I'm trying to do my best, and that's all I got. You know, it's up to you next. But you know, keep up alive."
About that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Watson,
Yeah, he sure.
Help me.
I'm giving that to Lamillion. That man, like y'all said, he came out there with no superpowers and was throwing hands. He's my favorite in that show. That's the next All Might. That's the next step.
Shout out to Ren 1010. King of Chaos is on you.
Lamillion
Not
gave up
according
his
to the
potential.
synopsis of the show.
Could have been, man.
Wow.
They all messed up for that. Look, Lamillion gave up his potential as a kid. All Might's sacrifice was not a sacrifice. At that point, his powers already transferring over to Deku. And I don't want to give spoilers and stuff like that, but it's not like all.
Go ahead, talk, bro. Talk.
I don't want to spoil. Is this spoiler safe?
You're among friends.
Okay, fine, cool. There are other. Endeavor could have stopped All for One of that form he was in. And a couple other people could have done it as well. He was not needed there. And by needed, I mean like end all be all. Eri would have gotten packed. All of them would have been done. There would be no synopsis with Deku in the first place. Like, if Lamillion wasn't there for that sacrifice, I don't know. I'm telling y'all. Lamillion showed us what it's like to give up the potential early on. He could have been a GOAT. And he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be a hero. That's a hero. That is like true. I cried like 5 times. Isn't that music and the soundtrack? I'm a sensitive Negro. But like that was exceptionally sensitive moment.
The Negro is crazy.
We need to get you a shirt that says that. I'm a sensitive Negro.
Now the Blerd Cartel next shirt. I'm a sensitive Negro. I'm seriously making this shirt.
No, please do.
Like
on
this.
you. I'm a sensitive Negro.
It's Menace.
Oh, it's me. Oh, my bad.
Mhm.
Damn. That's a tough one, man. Because I don't think there's a wrong pick here. I really don't think there's a wrong pick. I think they both have their own moments. So like with All Might, and you know, this man is literally on like 1% battery. You know what I'm saying? Like the man is he's about to be done in a matter of minutes. Then when he gets, he does the United States of Smash, and then he points to Deku. He points to the camera whenever Deku's watching. It's like, it's your time now. That moment when he points to the camera and Deku's looking up crying, that shit hits mad hard. I don't care how someone tried to spin that. But then you got the scene with Lamillion, who was already praised up to be one of, if not like the next #1 hero. Like he's the front runner to be the next #1 hero whenever this generation really makes it into the Yama. And Lamillion being one of the 3 upperclassmen juniors with Sun Eater, and I forgot the other girl name. Like they really built them up as being like the 3 of them that were like
Sun Eater and
Najir.
Yeah, I forgot her name. But they built them up like they were supposed to be something in the series. And then at that point, when you see Lamillion kind of like he looks at her and he has a smile on his face like, it's okay. Like, I know I'm about to lose my powers, but I'd rather save you than have my powers as a hero. Because I'm still doing my duty as a hero. I'm saving your life. Me having powers is just an added bonus to me being a hero. And I'm like, God damn, bro. And I'm not trying to, like, spoilers, if you ain't read the manga yet, it's been out for a while, so I'm sorry. But seeing Lamillion,
tell him it is what it ain't.
Seeing Lamillion get his shit back, I'm sorry, bro. Lamillion getting his power back was lit. Come on, bro. Like when we saw that shit in the anime, I know all of us watched that shit was lit.
Shout out to Halia Sensei.
You know what I'm saying? Lamillion, like I'm sorry, I'm a Lamillion guy like that. Like I think Lamillion really embodies what it means to truly be a hero like that, and to see him not have any stress in his face, not have any worries in his mind about the repercussions of me doing this. It was just a matter of, I'm here to get the job done the way that we were supposed to get it done. I'm here to save you, and that's all that matters. And I gotta go with a million on that one.
Shout out to Ren 1010. Ebony Movie.
Same, for all the same reasons. I don't really have anything to add. They said everything and why. It's Lemillion.
You should have super nerd.
I was so scared. I was gonna pick All Might.
I gotta say first, I want to say, King of Chaos, I'm with you because I too am sensitive and in touch with my feelings. So you don't want to put it on.
I feel like you're insulting me somehow.
Nah, I'm being for real.
No,
You know this is really him.
He's hearing.
Really him.
I can't stand you eat stick.
So I gotta say with Lemillion, and the reason why, don't get me wrong, it had an impact, for All Might to have that one last battle, but he already passed down that mantle in so many ways to Deku already, and left the mark as a hero, a memorable hero. But with Lemillion, he made a sacrifice, not really knowing whether or not he would get his powers back. He was just focused on being a hero, and the one quality that makes a true hero, selflessness. Whether you die, whether you survive, it's about using your abilities to help those misfortunate. But for him to be able to get his powers back, it really just showed that he made the right decision. So yeah, I had to go with Lemillion on that one.
And then United States of Smash. I guess you already picked your choice.
Demon.
See what my answer is.
That's true, Demon.
It is All Might. Not that All Might is my favorite character in the show. That's not it. That's not the truth. My reasoning is because the part that people tend to forget is that fight between him and All For One was televised. The entire world was watching him on his last legs. And you have to remember, nobody knew he was weakened. Nobody knew he had that skinny version of himself. Nobody knew his powers passed down. Nobody knew that he had a 5-minute time. Nobody knew any of that. So they sitting there watching him lose his powers directly in front of their eyes. The entire weight of the hope of all heroes of the world riding on his shoulders at that moment. And he know he ain't gonna have nothing left. And he just found the embodiment of a hero, as we just gave Endeavor, to just find any last gas to put this man down. And afterwards, knowing the world done seen him for what he was and how he's got to go, he just goes out with a bit of pride. It's like, look, I left everything I had. I'm leaving it to y'all. I left everything on the table. That entire moment, that entire fight is literally the epitome of My Hero Academia to me. So easily, that's that moment. I love Lemillion's sacrifice. I love that sacrifice, but it does not beat the entirety of that.
The Migos backtracking. I love it.
I think I get what he's saying though. Like when I listen to it, when you're reminded that like the whole world is watching and he's slowly losing his power, and a secret that he's kept for like 20 years is now just like disappearing and stuff. It makes sense. I'm not gonna get
for sure.
Yeah, like I think he had a great point.
Your teachers.
I think I remember during that, like, other people were crying, watching him fight and watching him start. Right. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I cried.
At that point, if I know the wrong answer, it just switched at that point. So real quick, I got one for Full Metal. So we got May's funeral.
Full Metal. All right.
We cousins.
Versus Roy's Get Back.
Oh, we starting good already.
Oh, what you mean we starting
good already?
Not Roy's Get Back. Roy's Get Back is
easy.
Against Envy? Ooh, revenge or sadness?
I told y'all I would get your ass on your knees. Pause if it's somebody.
Yo, who's cousin?
I know.
But was it an impactful moment, or was it just a good moment, like a really good moment?
And that's why we have this show here right now to figure it out. So you tell me what's the most impactful moment. Maybe if I hate rain, or just like I told you I was going to get your ass on your knees. Which one is the most impactful? We're going to go with United States of Smash. Don't take your glasses off now, Negro.
Oh, Sean, be careful. He's got them on Gekio.
Got him stressed.
Look, I'm going to keep it a bean with you.
The wrinkles
Seeing his daughters walk up and ask his mom, why is everybody here? And I'm sorry. That little girl asking that question hurt me. That still hurts to see that scene. I'm just like, and after that, everything about the story changed. The seriousness of the story changed. Mustang changed. even how Ed approached certain things changed. So if I'm just impactfulness, other than just the rawest of the moment of, that still took, because Lust was like the first one to follow though. So it's.
Yeah, I agreed. Was.
I'm gonna still go with Lust and Mustang. I'm gonna still go with that.
Oh,
like,
I said Envy.
The other, well.
Wait, we're doing Envy though, right?
We're doing.
It's
When
against
he
Lust.
put on Lust and Alphonse and.
It's against Lust, if I remember right. I'm going to
And he burned her alive
like,
over and over and over again.
Like,
it's a bleach scene. It's not impactful.
I'm just confused why it's a question if it's between Lust and that. I thought it was Envy. That's what
I said Envy my mistake. That's my fault.
I'm going with Lust and Mustang because even though Hughes' funeral changed everything in the series and how it went, Mustang putting down Lust like actually showed, wait, we can put these things down. We can get this done and show a bit of hope rather than like just the overwhelming sadness that Hughes funeral was. Like I said, either one is fine, but I'm gonna go with the Lust one.
Geek to the super nerd. It's on you.
I would have to go with the funeral. Like the intensity was on a whole different dynamic after that. It really was, man. Woo!
So you got the funeral. Every Moonbeam is on you.
Yeah, it's the funeral. Me and Maze Hughes are cousins. If y'all don't know, my last name's Hughes. So yeah, we're cousins. So it hurt real bad. I was actually at the funeral, and it did rain, messed up my weave and everything. It was real rude. But no, on some, just like Monterey had said, it changed the tone of the anime. We realized that like this isn't our typical shonen. This is not what we're used to, and it just got darker from there. It turned everything up a notch. That's when the plot started getting exposed and stuff, because if it wasn't for Hughes kind of giving, like trying to call or whatever and give a little bit of information, they would have been completely in the dark. Like Roy did all of the stuff that he did because they killed Maze. He did what he did to Lust because of Maze. I see no debates. Thank you. I'm done.
Yeah, Menace is on you.
I agree a lot with my man Monterey, and I do think one point that the funeral scene hits harder is simply that, like, no matter what show you watch, whether it be real life or anything like that, when a child makes reference to the fact that they know that this isn't right, that the scene that they're in is a dark scene and they shouldn't be here, like, why is everybody sad? Why is everybody down? Like, why are we here doing this? That hits right here, no matter how you try to break it down in any way, shape, or form. So I'm 100% going with the funeral scene, man.
King Chaos.
It's a funeral scene. I mean, the only thing that made it a question difficult for me in the beginning is I thought we were saying, because I know the scene looks like it's Lust from Mustang, and it is, but I thought we were saying that's like symbolizing him versus Envy. Because if it was that, that would have been different. But nah, it's something about seeing his daughter cry. I guess he PTSD is thinking back how awful it is, especially with the whole thing with Wrath and Bradley's hand shaking. Mm-hmm. Now you know why they were shaking. It's like, wow, you ain't shit, man. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to the funeral scene too.
Lil Watson's son.
I'm giving that to the scene that he was doing all the snapping to. I thought that was the greatest get back. I felt the same type of revenge, James Brown, Drake type, like just.
Shout out to Watson Z snapping on
I know you're a Drake fan, Watson.
I thought that was how they set that all up too, as well leading up to it. But I feel you guys as far as the funeral being biased.
Yeah, the funeral for me is definitely it, because like when you see his daughter crying, and like everybody said before, where he's asking why are they putting dirt on daddy? You know, how is he going to get to work if he doesn't come out of there? Those kinds of things. Even when you see Armstrong crying, you know what I mean? That's one of those things that like really, I don't know, changed the whole dynamic of the situation, because like he was one person that was super friendly with everybody. You know what I mean? All he wanted to do was go home and be with his kids. He was like, this is an ends to a mean for me. Like, and so for that being taken away from him when everybody else had all these ulterior motives, and the only thing he wanted to do was be with his wife and kid. So.
Facts.
All right, real quick, we're gonna go to Attack on Titan real quick. We got
just gonna get ignorant.
Yes, let's go.
Shout out to Attack on Mid, as we was calling it.
And stop the madness.
All right, so
Stop.
I'm gonna just say no. I don't really care for Attack on Titan like that.
It's okay. People are allowed to have wrong opinions.
So we
It's
got Erwin's speech.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my ass
versus
will turn
the
around.
betrayal.
This is so hard. Why would you put these two scenes?
Why would I make good?
But that is like unnecessarily crazy.
How dare you?
So how dare you make good content? We got Erwin's speech versus Berhalt and the other Negro betrayal. So hey, just come with us. We about to fuck shit. So, we're gonna start with Ebony Moonbeam just because we can. So.
No. Oh.
Dennis doesn't give a fuck, so we can't start with him.
Okay, so this is
Okay. Y'all wild.
So
we can start.
We reference Erwin's speech in like everything now. What did I miss? Because he clearly said something that I missed. Why is everybody?
I don't know what was said actually.
Blu-ray changed his name to Attack
That
on.
man changed his name to Attack on Me.
He a hater. He's an op.
Monterey, every time I think we're friends, you pull some shit like this. And then you remind me that I'm just an outsider. I'm not your friend. I get it.
Oh.
You did not have to do my show like that. Anywho, so like I said, we reference Erwin's speech when we talk about anything. Like we just watched the Black Clover movie and we were like, Asta gave them an Erwin speech, so they would go against these wizards and all this well, whatever they were. And so I feel like that's hard. And he was so important to the scheme of things. But then, like, watching them niggas just be like, all right, it's time. We got to handle this. And, like, the betrayal. Like, didn't nobody really, like, nah, I got to give it to Berholt and Rainer, I think. Just because. Yeah, I got to give it to the betrayal. Well, can I say this? I feel like that was which scene is this? Is this the episode when they kind of show it from the other perspective, like when Eren finds out that it's them and like Mikas is already ready? Because they like show that 2 different times.
The first aspect of it when you first noticed it.
No, I'm still gonna go with that. I'm gonna still go with that one.
I just said a syndicate.
That was hard.
I'm gonna go with the speech, man. Like the fact that, he just put everything that he had into the future, and you know what I mean. And he was like, and they were like, "Well, why are you leading them?" You know what I mean? He's like, "Because if I don't lead them, you know what I mean. What does that say about me? You know what I mean? To sacrifice, themselves and pretty much damn near the whole, thing that they had. That was a lot, So I'm gonna do the speech.
It was so good.
Menace gives 0 fucks about this, so
I mean, I can still answer it. Like, I can give an answer. Like truly, I would give it to the Erwin speech only because, like, the very fact that he's literally convincing them to ride to guaranteed death just to kind of as like code of honor thing. I think it's mad tough. Like, now, will I say that I would have done it? No, but the very fact that and the dude that even asked him, he's like, why should I be here? Like, why can't I turn around? Like, why shouldn't I go, turn around and run away type thing? And Erwin was like, you can. You most definitely can. And I'm like,
and the man
like,
still,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and they still went ahead and did it because, like, that's just how good of a leader Erwin is. He literally made them follow his ass while that man Zeke out here baseball pitching boulders at their ass.
Skipping rocks and shit.
I'm sorry.
I hate Zeke. I think he's funny. I think Zeke's funny for that.
Watson.
So I vaguely remember both.
Oh shit.
But I think I'll go with the betrayal.
Okay. I'll take
Okay.
You.
I'm gonna give it to Irwin's speech because of everything it led to. I mean, Flock, the whole reason Flock went crazy because as far as he's concerned, he's like, look, Irwin and all my homies died for this shit. We're going in. Like,
I wish Flock would have died with him.
Hey, maybe the boy twisted. But I'm a Jaegerist. Homeboy was like he rolled for the cause, and Irwin's like, look, we got to do this for us. Look out for us. Look out for your people. Like think about the people that have died before you. Like they made a sacrifice, so eventually all of us can be safe. I gotta respect that. Like I think that was hugely impactful.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Yep.
And Tango mid,
though, but you know.
Now I changed my name just for the laughs. I don't hate the show at all. Anything like that.
He capping.
Enjoy. I will say, personally, I do think that Aaron's speech is impactful, but the betrayal, I think, is like my favorite moment of the show because it caught me so off guard. And the anime did that perfectly. When the anime,
that's true.
You just so walking away and you see the words just right there on the little corner screen. Oh yeah, like I'm the armor titan and he's the other titan. It was like what? You see this right? And the moment they caught where Mikasa just turned around and tried to take that man head clean off, it was beautifully done. I enjoyed that to the fullest. But like I said, I will give it to Erwin because to be able to convince a good chunk of an army to ride into certain death with you, I'm sorry. You get all the props in the world. Not to mention, right before then, Levi had to willingly leave them knowing they were finna ride. That man had tears in his eyes, bro. I'm sorry. That was just beautiful. You give him a props.
Yeah, that was powerful.
All right, so the next joint, the punch.
Broke the anime rule. All right.
Broke the anime rule. Versus Levi and the Beast Titan.
Oh shit. See, look at Attack on You so-called mid giving us great match after great matchup.
One sided ass whooping.
Now look, we all know what the correct answer is here. Let's not be crazy with these choices. We know what the right answer is.
I hope we do.
Well, let's get it. Monterey, what's the right answer?
Again? Sorry, I ate an edible already. What did they do?
Oh my god, I ain't lie. I almost forgot that myself.
He's on the breaking the anime rule versus Levi and the Beast Titan.
Okay, I'm good. I got the answer, but they're both awesome.
Yes, they are awesome. But now, as much as we just got finished gashing up Erwin, if any of y'all choose anything that is not Levi carving up like a piece of light cheese, something is wrong with you.
He didn't even beat him. It was worthless.
Who cares if he beat him?
No impact.
The moment is impactful because we just saw it happen before then. What it meant.
No, and he needed help though. The Beast Titan needed help to get out of that.
Did Erwin make it?
I think that's ridiculous.
Hey Kim, I'm willing to donate half my spirit
energy. It's hard to get into
why
because I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to be respectful. Max,
y'all are your minds. Didn't do a damn thing. He lost.
Who cares? If you win or lose a fight does not make the moment more or less impactful. That's not the purpose of this one. The purpose is what's impactful. We just saw the sacrifice that was needed to give him the opportunity.
Was wasted on Levi because he didn't get the job.
Who cares? We talking about the impactfulness of the moment. Him carving him up. Somebody that just murdered your friend and the entirety of your army for that one chance. That whole scene is impactful. But we talking about didn't finish job. Aaron punching somebody during transformation. Like we really gonna talk about that? We jacking that way more than the sacrifice of an entire army.
Did Aaron beat him? Aaron killed that person.
He did it.
He packed up.
What you doing? You jacking up punching somebody mid transformation versus the sacrifice of an entire army. That's what we doing now, man. Am I 2023? That what we doing? Am I 2023? Y'all crazy. Y'all wild.
Monterey, let me know when you're done so King Chaos can rap.
They can go. They wild.
King Chaos is on you. Scoot up
bro,
your chair.
Y'all are crazy here. Listen to me. Aaron pulled up there by himself, forced his whole crew to come there. He said, look, I'm going to get smoke. Y'all gonna come with me. You ain't getting none. It's not about the simple punch. He packed those people. He annihilated them. He beat his person, absorbed them. Got the Warhammer Titan. That's a war power. A fundamental power. Levi had one job. I was so angry. I was beyond furious.
But this isn't the better episode. This is the better moment. And the moment is Aaron punching.
It's impactful. It's impactful. No one said about better moments. We said impactful.
Talk to him.
But you're talking about him destroying Marley. But that's not it.
Losing. Levi losing the fight is not as impactful as Aaron getting possession of the Warhammer Titan, and no one can convince me otherwise.
No, you're
Aaron
talking
got
about the moment he punched her, not the
Right,
totality
we're
of the
not
fight.
talking about the whole thing.
Not that
Just the
impactful.
moment he punched her.
We're talking about sort of the fight.
The punch is not that impactful.
Whatever's in that picture, that moment.
I'll say so him cutting Levi, him having him split up. We're splitting hairs here. Y'all gonna break
That
the
is
fingernails
not
straight from the
splitting
bottom of the barrel
hairs.
for an argument. You like, where's that argument at?
Listen, I don't
We're
like
talking
splitting
about
hairs,
the
but
moment.
listen.
Okay. If we
hold on.
hairs,
If King Chaos would use the totality of the scene for his argument, I don't see why he
can have it.
Yeah,
it don't change the fact though. Matter of fact, if we splitting hairs, tell me this: how many times did Aaron use the Warhammer Titan abilities for the rest of the show?
He used it to escape out of prison. He also used it to protect himself when he was fighting after the invasion. When they came, it's kind of a spoiler. Whatever, spoilers.
You don't care about spoilers.
Cool, fine. When he came back, when all of them came to invade Marley, like what's his face? Not Bertolt Reiner, and then the cartel, when all of them came back, he used it then as well. He also uses it later on in the series when he's using it to, kill a bunch of people.
So it ain't that
incident,
that's genocide.
So it ain't
Okay,
that
cool.
impactful.
Then it's literally impactful. He not only took their war power, he made it his own. That is an impactful moment. Levi lost. He didn't get the job done. How is that impactful?
Who cares if he lost? Matter of fact, if you want to go
Because
further than
that's
that,
not impactful.
didn't he finish the job? Didn't he finish the job later?
No, so he gets a whole 3-year.
You talking about how you just brought up the fact that he used the powers later on in the series. So I can bring up the fact that he finished the job, right?
Aaron could use those powers,
but you didn't let him rap. All right, listen, King Chaos, Monray, we're gonna let that rock.
I got you.
Monray, not Monray. I'm sorry, Watson.
I gotta go with the Levi Carver. That's just because of the fight.
King Chaos,
that's all you're getting out of me.
Ebony Moonbeam.
Y'all did all
in the Beast Titan.
All right, Levi and Beast Titan. Menace, you could give a fuck, but
I think it's easily Levi and the Beast Titan because we literally just saw this man.
You said that one other time,
bro. We literally just saw this man take out damn near a whole army like it wasn't shit. Like literally just clean took out a whole army like they wasn't shit in the half. And then here comes one singular man after he just got done eviscerating that whole army. Literally chopping that man up like Swiss cheese.
He had that nigga scared too.
I'm sorry, bro. That guy, that 100%
got for all it's worth, King Chaos, I'm with you, but I don't do
what the hell, right?
Sensei the Syndicate, it's on you.
Yeah, I'm going Levi too.
How can y'all root for losers? What was the impact? Can someone just tell me what the impact was? What impact did that moment lead to? Tell me.
Hey, I appreciate
that scene has
led to a headless Zeke at the end of the series.
The other one.
Hey, Geekster, it's on you while you're on your phone.
Geekster.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. I was waiting for the smoke to clear.
Some news.
He called your name already. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I gotta say this. I'm King of Chaos, getting good points. Shout out to him for releasing the C4 explosive. Big up to him. When it comes to Monray, he gave some very good points too. But I gotta go with the Levi moment because him single-handedly, even though he didn't get the job done, he made it way farther when it came to defeating the Beast Titan than any other people on the core. Like, he really put in that effort and got the results. So much so to the point, like Monray said, he was shook. And we also got to remember, if it wasn't for Mikasa, the Warhammer Titan would have killed Aaron.
All right, listen, we're up here. We're talking about, the worst anime fan base according to BlerdCon. So with the One Piece Negroes. Shout out to the One Piece Negroes. So we got I'm sorry.
No, punching the Celestial Dragon. Okay.
Versus.
Y'all love this scene.
That.
Oh yeah, no, one clears. I'm sorry, one clears.
No, I didn't.
You punching the Celestial Titan.
Well, if it's about coolness or impact, it might depend.
Mihawk and Zoro, which was more impactful?
Wait, what was it again?
It was the punch versus the butter knife.
Oh. And I'm first?
Well, you can be
right.
last.
I'll go
first because if I gotta be honest, they both have impact to both of those characters, but the one that people ride with more is Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon because of the effect that had for the totality of the world, versus Mihawk doing that to Zoro had more impact and effect on Zoro, but not to everybody necessarily, because everybody been pieced up by Mihawk more or less. But Luffy punching that dragon basically signaled war. So it meant more for the totality of the story and the impact of the story, but him punching the dragon versus just, me personally, like, Mihawk sharpened this man up with a butter knife. So it had more impact for overall, which is why I give it to Luffy.
So all I heard is that, a situation where someone carves someone up is not as impactful as someone punching someone. I kind of got to agree with you here, though. That's a brilliant argument. It's about the totality of the story. I have no argument. For real, though. Honestly, yeah, in all seriousness, that punch, Luffy shouldn't have done that, obviously. He got to prepare for that as he thought he was. And it showed him, too, like, hey, there are consequences to your actions. And that really put a spotlight on him. And not in a good way, not the cutesy ways. It became, I think One Piece really started to shift and become really more, more realistic about, as far as like where the plot should go for a wanted criminal after that point. So yeah, I give that more impact than Zoro losing. He was going to fight a better swordsman eventually anyways. And Mihawk probably wasn't even using as much force as any of the other swordsmen he's fought until now. Probably just fighting a little bit above him, so.
Watson, it's on you.
I gotta give it to the Mihawk Zoro situation. Zoro's a fucking badass because of that little situation there. He's my favorite character in One Piece. Like Monray said, it's the Luffy punching the dragon or whatever that did signal war. So but that was gonna happen anyway. That's how the story's supposed to go. But yeah, because that's just what it is. But yeah, I think because now we're where I'm seeing where Zoro is now. I'm wondering, why is your eye closed? After training with Mihawk, what are you doing, bro? What's going on here?
Man, he been fighting them gorillas and all kind of stuff.
It's like, why is your eye closed? I don't understand.
You probably just lost it.
Thank you. Mind you, training with gorillas for 2.5 years.
That reminds me of Kenpachi right there. I'm like, what's going on?
Okay, so personally, I prefer the Zoro Mihawk fight. I think it was more interesting, and I do think it fueled Zoro to a whole nother level. And Luffy just be punching people. That ain't nothing new. Like we constantly wonder, is Luffy stupid or does he just not give a fuck? And the answer is both. So him punching the Celestial Dragon wasn't necessarily shocking for me, but I get the point that it signaled war and changed the tone of everything. So I guess I will give it to Luffy just because I don't think the story would progress as much if that wouldn't have happened.
Menace is on you.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it to Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon because that wasn't just Luffy just giving him a punch. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't Luffy just punching just somebody. He wasn't just punching just no ordinary person. He was punching the ideals. He was punching everything that the Celestial Dragon stood for. All the ideologies, everything that made the entirety of their world what it was because of the Celestial Dragons. He was punching everything of that, saying, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you, anything that y'all and your people stand for. This is who I am, and this is who the people that I care for stand for. This is who my people are. I don't give a damn who you are. If you want to act like you like that, well, then let me show you what's up. And he walked up to him and punched him clean in the mouth. I think that symbolizes a lot more than just Luffy just punching, someone like he is in All on Park or one of them earlier arcs. I think it symbolized a lot more of him blatantly battling the very things that make their One Piece world negative. He's going against the very ideals of what he wants to live towards a more more better lifestyle, more peaceful society. Well, how do you combat that against the very people who control all of those things and those aspects? So that's why I'm gonna go with Luffy and the Celestial Dragon.
Sensei the Syndicate, you agree or disagree?
So I was with you, Menace, for a while, but I don't think Luffy thinks that far ahead. You know what I'm saying? He's not one to be you know, hey, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stop society from here. I think he, you know, you shot his friend and he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But I don't think he realized that, you know, doing that would have started a war and doing things from that point. So I do think that the Luffy moment was more impactful because it went from like, okay, these little pirates doing whatever to like they have the audacity to punch a celestial dragon. So then after that, it went from like barely being on their radar to like, you know, just somebody that like, hey, we gotta make an example out of these folks. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Easter, you agree? Because I've seen your hand fingers going to work, so I'm assuming you agree.
I need all of you to activate your observation hockey and hockey of the color of arms. I'm about to teach you all what the color of the Supreme King right quick. Mind you, everything that was going on, due to the fact that because of the celestial dragons, he's at odds with his grandfather Garp. Then, mind you, this was before he found out that Saba was still alive. So, mind you, imagine all of that aggression and all of the pressure that came behind that punch. And for him to just finally be able to punch him, to be able to make that statement, combined with everything that Menace said, combined with everything that Sensei said, that made it more impactful because that punch had so much more meaning than what a lot of people can possibly comprehend.
So which one did you choose? Because I'm confused.
Also, this is not like because he's a pirate anyway. Like he's a pirate, so
his grandfather was gonna come after him anyway.
Yeah, he did already. He even said he couldn't let him escape. He threw a cannonball at him with his hand.
Hold on, the next joint is Luffy with the pull up. Big Mom versus that stupid ass boat burning.
Oh,
yeah, you see where his mind goes.
I'm just saying. So, which one you riding with? The pull up or the boat burning?
The boat burning.
Who's first?
The boat burning.
We going with Geekster because he already picked stuff.
Man, I'm sorry, man. Luffy was the whole reason that the ship didn't last that long. He didn't take care of that ship. And yet that ship struggled to be able to carry all of those people to every single destination. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I feel bad for the ship. I didn't feel bad for Luffy crying. I didn't feel bad for Usopp crying. Shoot, I didn't feel bad for nobody but that ship because the ship was in tunnel vision throughout the whole series until his dying breath. So the ship burned for me.
Sensei the Syndicate.
Man, fuck that ship. The pull-up game was serious. You know what I mean? He came like when Luffy comes, and especially when they have those moments where they're really, really serious and like they're no longer like kidding around. That's what I really like about One Piece. I didn't really care about the boat having a spirit, you know, saying goodbye or
yeah, that did go.
Like, they went a little bit too strong. I like, you know what I mean? It was.
Menace, do you say fuck the boat as well?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you say fuck the boat.
So I'm not far enough into One Piece to see the pull up game. So by default, I gotta go with the boat. Let me just say, like,
you didn't win because of
that whole like the entire dynamic between Usopp and Luffy. I mean, I thought that was really good. Like I thought that like Luffy basically like that was one of the few times in the early point of the series that we see Luffy legitimately have a sense of reason. He's like, this ship is not going to hold. We can't find any shipwrights here. We can't get people to fix with like the main important part of the boat that needs to be fixed. We're not going to pretend like we're going to take this any more than it needs to be. We're not going to, like, Luffy was being the leader. Now, regardless if it was coming off as a little harsh, he was doing what he needed to do. The man was buckling down and was actually having a sense of reason. So then, you know, like my man said, like, like Usopp getting to that point where he's, like, realizing that, you know, yeah, this ship is my home, but, like, my shipwrights, my shipmates, those are my home, too. Like, I don't want to be without them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then everything that leads up to the going Mary again, like you're finally going to Blaze, it was kind of like, yeah, it was a sad moment, but everything that built up to that, I think it was a beautifully told story. I just like the overall kind of like 2 or some odd episodes that like we see just Usopp really get that like that sense of just, yeah, I don't need to go and marry no more. Like it's my home, but I can live without this. That's the only reason why I like that scene like that. But that's just my answer, only because I haven't seen the other one by default.
Fair enough. Ebony Moonbeam.
Yeah, I'm only like 10 episodes into Wano right now, so I can't really speak on the pull up. But
it's fine. It's you don't have the answer. We're not gonna ruin your One Piece experience.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Going Mary, but I agree with Sensei. Like, I didn't really give a shit about the Mary as much, and the whole ship having a spirit thing. I was like, okay, Lifetime, like, what the hell is this? It just went real left, and I was like, we didn't need all of that. But I did like the Usopp fight, and I did same thing with what Menace said. I really appreciated finally seeing Luffy like act like a captain and man up and all of that good stuff. Like Zoro sitting there and being like, he the captain. Talk your shit.
Vote who to be a name.
I gotta go with the pull up. Won't say too much, but the statement with the pull up and how Luffy carries himself when he's in front of the big dog is something else.
King of Chaos.
I gotta give it to the pull up too, mainly because like not only did he walk in there, the fact he walked.
Spoil it.
What?
Don't do it.
What happened?
No, you don't get to spoil One Piece for me.
I'm
after
sorry.
900 episodes. Hell no.
You said your
She was like, fuck everything else, but don't you spoil my One Piece.
900 episodes? Hell no.
Don't worry, I got you. I ain't gonna spoil nothing. The clear answer is Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon because screw both of them up.
We did that already.
I don't care about neither freaking one of them moments because both of them is overhyped to hell. I don't care about neither one of them. But if I gotta pick one, it's gonna be the boat because at least.
Moving on.
That's what happens when me and him be on the show.
Oh,
we got Ace's death versus I Want to Live.
Oh, we didn't already have that conversation.
Easy.
We had that conversation already.
All right, Ace's death or I Want to Live. What are we doing?
This is easily Ace's death. Ace's death changed the entirety of the show. It changed the entirety of Luffy's character, of everybody else that was connected, the entirety of the Grand Line as you know it. It changed everything. Of course, it's Ace's death. The only time Luffy actually had some character development.
I'm gonna pick I Want to Live just because both the moments are pretty mid. Ace wasn't even really that much necessary to the story. He could have went the same route, got in the same places. I'm not that attached to him. I think he's overrated.
Huh?
Yeah.
Watson. Ace
I gotta give it to the Ace situation. That like Monray said, that changed character. Luffy's character as far as him being more sensible, more mature, and like understanding the situation he was really in, and him and Zoro kept accountability to each other when it came to those things. So I gotta give it to that.
Ebony Moonbeam.
I'm glad Robin wants to live. She's important to the story. But don't know. But I look, you don't give a shit. Like I'm just keeping it real.
Maybe saying One Piece Negroes are the worst fan base. It's kind of right. Menace is on you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think this is easily Ace. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like the whole scene of seeing, Robin's backstory, and then like with the Buster call or whatever the hell. Like, sure, that's sad. All the archaeologists getting, killed for no reason. That's all sad. The giant gets killed. I feel you and all that. But like, do we really care like that? Sadly, no. But like everything that Monray said, yeah, Ace's death definitely. That death impacted the entire next however many chapters of the story. Like literally the rest of the show, it directly impacted that. So yeah, I think it's easily Ace.
Since the Syndicate, you riding with Ace, or you riding with Robin.
Yeah, I'm riding with Ace. Robin wanting to live is a personal problem. You know what I'm saying? That got shit to do with nobody else.
She alive though. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know that's crazy too. Yeah, because like Ace wanted to live. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get that choice.
He did. Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. So Ace wanted to live, and he didn't get that option. You know, she cried out.
He had the option.
Well, he tried, man.
Should have pulled up on Blackbeard.
Yeah,
he had the option.
Luffy was caught slipping. That's what
he had an option.
No, Luffy didn't get caught slipping. Ace couldn't take a bad dad joke. Nah. It had nothing to do with Luffy. That was Ace going back when he should have kept it pushing.
That's plot.
That's not plot.
Right there.
All right, hold on.
That's not what that is.
Real quick. Easter, I'm gonna have a choice real quick.
They still trivia when he still F that shit. Okay, I'm good now.
Grimace me, bro.
You gotta be Ace yourself. I'm sorry.
You picking Ace? He
is zooted for real.
He is zooted and booted right now.
Definitely.
Him that Ace
Menace got a limited amount of time, so I got Black Clover, Hunter x Hunter, Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto, and Dragon Ball. What should the next one be?
Ooh, let's do Dragon Ball. Let's do either Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dragon Ball before you're out.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
They're gonna be biased towards Gohan though.
Nah, Dragon Ball.
Nah, let's
Dragon
do
Ball.
Dragon Ball. All right, let's get it. Let's run.
Let's do Dragon Ball before you're out. Let's do Kamehameha versus Galagun. Demon Struggle.
Oh, key struggle.
Kamehameha.
That clear.
Here come the Gohan sense. Here come the Gohan sense.
Don't be biased.
Don't be biased to Gohan. I told you.
We all know what the answer is.
For time purposes, Menace is on you.
It's Gohan and Goku with the father-son Kamehameha.
Versus
Goku
Cell?
versus
versus Cell.
Yeah. It's 100% the father-son Kamehameha.
100
because
is
this is after Goku literally just sacrificed himself, told Gohan, "I love you, son. Take care of your mother." He did what Gohan already should have done, which was defeat Cell. So then Gohan literally sees his father die, doesn't see him die, but he sees him gone, instant transmission gone. Then that same villain comes back, damn near kills Trunks, almost kills Vegeta. Then Gohan has to save Vegeta. And now Gohan only has one arm. Is already down that he can even beat the same villain that he just saw his father take away to potentially kill, and now ain't here to beat. So now while Gohan is in his mind thinking that he ain't got the power to beat him, Goku in the afterlife is telling his son, why are you down yourself? You didn't realize that you've been here fighting all these people.
I got the violation button ready. If you don't tell the whole story, but continue on.
Nah, cause whenever Goku came back from the afterlife and was telling Gohan, like, I don't know why you down yourself. Like, you've really been with us, helping us since you was a kid. You've been right there with us, helping us since day one. You got the power to beat him. Now quit acting like you are a child and act like a warrior and beat this man that you know you can beat. That is what a dad is supposed to do. Pick up his son that is literally doubting himself.
Not supposed to let your
give him
dad
encouragement.
what?
So, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
we got kids fighting for our dads now.
I knew he wasn't going to tell the whole story because, Vegeta with the Big Bang attack to the Cell's back.
I forgot about that.
Nah, it's 100%. It's easily said.
Shout out to Vegeta. You know what I mean?
Vegeta, the Prince of L's. The Prince of L's, Vegeta.
No, Prince of L's is crazy.
Whoa, we are not going there tonight.
The Prince of L's is
What? You're a Vegeta hater and an Attack on Titan hater? I thought we could be friends because we were agreeing in the beginning.
No.
He's a Vegeta hater.
I'm not a Vegeta hater. I'm a Vegeta realist.
Vegeta's beating Goku twice.
Vegeta got a lot of W.
But Vegeta beat Goku twice.
What happened on the black side?
Twice.
Once.
Dragon Ball Super movie at the very end, he beat him.
Listen. That's not. We're gonna go every movie. Don't show bias, just show facts. That's all. That's all.
Anything involving this man.
I'm just saying, Majin Vegeta and Goku, they like Majin Vegeta
No,
won that
the
fight.
hell he did not.
Goku wasn't knocked out
Let's
sleep.
talk about that, bro.
Goku wasn't knocked out
he did
sleep.
not.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Crazy.
Majin
If you're laying on the ground,
bro, Majin Vegeta quite literally scolded Goku because he didn't fight all out. The man
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into that.
Who won though?
Let that rest for another day. Every movie.
I could.
The Galagon Kamehameha.
Say goodbye to your puny planet.
Hmm.
He said, say goodbye to your puny planet, and this Kaioken. Yeah,
I just didn't hear you.
Yeah. We know what happened. Watson.
I'm going Team Gohan, probably Goku. I mean, that's just a better moment. We all know why. I agree with what Menace is saying. I think that's the better moment.
I'm going Vegeta and Goku. Simply because, like, with Gohan, he didn't really do nothing after that. You know what I mean? Like, he was supposed to be the one that takes over for like to be like the Goku, but he really didn't do anything. He ended up being
he beat Bojack though.
I'm gonna let you think on that one. I'm gonna let you think on that one.
King
Definitely, I'm gonna give it to the Kamehameha Galagon. I was gonna go Father Son Kamehameha because I like it more, but impact wise, I mean, this is Goku post, Otherworld after he trained. This is him like preparing for the threat that he's been training for a whole year. Like he knew he was gonna be the last fighting force. All of his friends are like dead. If he don't win this, nobody gonna win this. Like it's just so hype.
My only argument is that Goku was gonna train regardless of if Vegeta was coming or not.
He was not gonna train like that. He was not gonna train like that.
He wasn't training like that.
He wasn't just to get himself better.
He wasn't training like that.
Hold up. He was going to train, but he was not going to put that same type of energy into it because obviously you're going to try a little bit harder versus a tournament versus your life's on the line, your whole planet's on the line. This wasn't just a fight for Goku. This wasn't just a tournament. This was everyone's lives, his planet. Like that's a big deal. Yeah,
that's Goku.
I gotta agree.
That's his lifestyle. He lives and breathes that.
He was not training. He was not going to train that.
Hold on. So, Monray.
No way.
We're going to go Geek Theory. We're going to the next genre real quick.
Impactful, probably. It's the Gohan moment, not for the right reasons, though, because that Gohan moment has secured itself in all Gohan fans' mind to have hope that he will come back to that kind of greatness for the next 20 years, and it still has not come. So, unfortunately.
Because it's not coming.
What about Gohan Beast though? That counts, right?
It's not coming.
Geeks out of the choices we have. Which one we talking about?
I would have to say, man, the key struggle. The reason why, just like with
they were both key struggles. I need a specific.
Yeah, but see the thing about it, that was historic because for a while nobody really knew that a Kamehameha wave or two beams could actually just clash like that. So it was really just a shock for a lot of people. Why no for me? So it was really just a thing, like a trend that really just stuck permanently in the Dragon Ball franchise. That was just for me. It was just exciting for me. And to be able to just know that, Goku was on this last leg, using the last bit of ki with trying to pull off the strongest Kaioken he had against it, that really it still gives me chills just thinking about that.
So we're gonna go with Trunks pull up.
Ooh.
Okay.
Versus Final Explosion Vegeta.
Ooh.
Look, I need y'all to get off the Trunks bias and choose what you know in your heart is the correct answer. We know it's Vegeta. It should be a sweep.
Y'all really love non-impactful things that do nothing, especially when they like to kill the enemy.
What?
Y'all love the moment.
Hold on. Minutes is short on time, so we're gonna give it to him first.
Just so I know, what exactly do we mean by impact? Because every round, it seems like the answer is different on what that person means by
so
impact.
Let's
break that down.
For this one, I'm sorry, not Vegeta. Frieza showed up and everybody was shook. They were just like, this ain't it. I'm not ready to fight it. Even Vegeta in his casual Batman clothes was just like, no. Same nigga that pulled out and blew my back out and killed me on Namek showed up again with his dad that wasn't even on Namek. And Trunks showed up and just like pieced him and pieced his dad up and just like that was it. Versus Vegeta actually showing emotion, showing concern, showing to him being a dad. And
well, we know who he votes for.
I'm explaining to him. It's just like eliminating this threat that he can do himself to redeem himself also, so he can also come back to this world with the halo, which he didn't know himself. But I'm talking about just the impact of those two situations.
Then, yeah, I mean, regardless of the fact, I think it's Vegeta, because right before the explosion, him going up to Trunks and giving Trunks a hug for the first time ever, and him saying like, you know, I've never even held you since you was a baby. And then him having the conversation with Piccolo, asking him, am I going to be in the same place as Kakarot? And then Piccolo explained to Vegeta that
we don't know.
Yeah, it's like I think it has to be Vegeta. Like I think this is clear as day Vegeta. Like, I understand that Trunks coming down and literally killing the main villain that we just saw in the previous arc, who was meant to be like basically a final boss. I get how big of a moment that is, but so for a character like Vegeta, who had just allowed himself to be mind controlled for the sole purpose to gain extra power to beat his rival, to then circle around and then go and turn around and say that he's going to risk his life to save that very same person, save his family, and then the people of Earth, is a drastic 180 change in one arc. And the fact that he was like, yeah, I'm gonna die. Like, I don't care what happens to me. I'm risking my life for this planet. And he does it. I think Vegeta got that. Now, did he kill Boo? No, but I think he still got it.
For me, it's Vegeta. That moment single-handedly is like the prototype for character development when it comes to shonen anime. That is the reason why Vegeta is one of the most beloved side characters and just as popular as the main character. That moment alone did that.
Team no plot armor.
It was the Vegeta moment, and then what was the other one?
Trunks pulling up and killing King Cold and
okay. The Trunks pull up, because if it wasn't for the Trunks pull up, the Vegeta moment wouldn't even happen.
Thank you.
Possible.
No, literally, that's what happens in the story.
All right, we'll go Chaos. It's on you.
Thank you, Watson. You're the GOAT. If it wasn't for Trunks doing that, none of that would happen. The GOAT. The GOAT here, because he pointed out the facts.
Chaos. Why are you so chaotic today?
If Trunks did not do that, that whole moment doesn't happen. Therefore, it is more impactful. If he doesn't go there, none of that happens. That's the whole point of his arc. He's like, if I can go a world where you die, blah, blah, blah. You know, he doesn't show up early, so all these people die. Goku dies from disease, and then none of this happened. There is no Boo, there's no Vegeta, there's no hugs in the future. None of that stuff. As far as impact to the story, absolutely it's Trunks.
Forget
Likeability.
Forget the piece up of Frieza and his dad. Goku could have did that when he got there.
Yeah, or maybe. Even if he couldn't, he saved Goku's life. He gave them a warning. He created the future that all of you can appreciate.
Yeah.
They nada.
What? Mari, you agree? You change your nickname again?
Oh, I know. It's just proved. No, it's Vegeta. Vegeta's more impactful to the people. Trunks was more impactful to the show at that moment. Goku did say, I would have came and stopped him myself, but I sensed Trunks was here, so I didn't bother. So he did say that. Now, everything else after that, cool. But that particular moment, Goku could have done that and would have done that at Trunks.
Could have done it?
Instant transmission.
He did say I was going to show up, but no, I
Imagine Vegeta was never going to beat Goku.
He did say that.
By the way.
Hold on. Sensei the Syndicate.
Stop it.
I'm going to go with Vegeta just because I like the fact that there is a whole lot of change in him as far as that's concerned, that he does go ahead and like, I don't think he didn't not care, but I think he had that selfish part of him before where he was like, I got to beat Kakarot. But you know, for him to be like, you know, forget it, like, you know, I need to be a father again, you know what I mean, I need to be able to do better than what I've been taught. That's what I think is really important. And him being able to sacrifice himself, I don't think he cared about Earth in particular. I think he cared about Bulma and Trunks, and that was it.
Yeah.
Geek, you feel the same way?
I do, man. Vegeta, the life journey, man. He spent his whole life trying to be Goku, trying to find his honor, but in the end, he found himself, and that's all that matters.
He lost.
Wasn't trying to find honor.
Oh, by the way, Blerd, I'm good on time. I'm good on time. It's only 8:40 over here where I'm at.
Hey,
So
you're a time behind. I'm sorry. So we're gonna go.
Yeah. We
obviously.
Oh,
this is gonna be tough.
Goku Super Saiyan 1 for the first time.
The 30 episodes.
Gohan versus Super Saiyan 2.
Oh, come on now. Like
30 episodes versus.
It's time for the bias to be revealed.
Come on now. Come on now.
It's time for the bias to be
reveal your bias.
Somebody about to be nasty on this.
Oh, it's Goku. If you want me to be first, it's Goku. Like, if you want me to go, it's Goku.
Hold on. We got an answer already. You gonna say Goku?
Yes. Yes, it is the first initial Super Saiyan transformation in 1,000 years. It is the most iconic moment in Dragon Ball Z and one of the most iconic moments in anime history. This is not a debate.
You're a liar.
It's not a debate.
It would have broke the internet.
Not a debate. It is literally Goku going Super Saiyan.
It is.
Yes.
Listen, shout out to Goku breaking dial-up internet back in 1996. Well, nobody gives a fuck.
Man, just the desperation, just him being on his last leg.
I'm not Goku breaking in 1992 or Gohan breaking in 1995. Who gives a squat either way? It's still Goku.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Not about me, it's about y'all. So King of Chaos is on you. Which one is the most impactful?
I mean, with that, as far as impact, without Super Saiyan 1, you don't get 2, but I don't mean nothing anymore. So I'll just say Super Saiyan 1, simply because it's more iconic. I mean, come on, everyone knows about Super Saiyan. How many people say I'm gonna go Super Saiyan 2? Yeah, you always hear the weirdo kids at recess talking about I'm going Super Saiyan. They never talk about Super Saiyan 2. It's Super Saiyan 1 or 3. I know that.
We got that.
Super Saiyan 4 is the greatest transformation, but I'm going with Goku.
Please stop.
The greatest.
I just don't understand how his favorite anime is Dragon Ball, and that is the Super Saiyan transformation you choose as the best. 4.
Wait, which one did you say? Super Saiyan
4.
Unless I'm Gogeta.
Get your cousins.
Well, maybe because it looks. Oh, what happened to me? Am I next? Am I next?
No, it's me. There's like 8 people in front of you.
I started counting for like 3/5.
Okay, so it's Goku going Super Saiyan. Like, even people that have never watched Dragon Ball a day in their life know what the hell Super Saiyan is. Like, Gohan's moment is everything to the fans of Dragon Ball, but like Super Saiyan's iconic. Like, they have, come on. I don't need to.
All right, we got Goku. Menace, you picking Goku?
Yeah, there's no question right there. Goku. I'm sorry. Like I've made videos on this on my channel on TikTok, and I've said it, and I'll say it multiple times again. Literally, without the overall impact of the original Super Saiyan transformation, you likely don't even see a lot of these iconic transformations in a lot of other anime. The entire trajectory of anime as a whole is not where it gets to. Literally, without the start of Super Saiyan becoming what it is and being as defined as it was within Dragon Ball, it doesn't lead to anything else in the series of Dragon Ball as a whole. We literally, without Super Saiyan, we don't get Super Saiyan 2, 3, which leads them to become a Super Saiyan, which relates to the Super Saiyan God transformation, and then they don't become the Super Saiyan variant of the God forms. It's just, without the start, there is no continuation. So I'm going with Super Saiyan.
How did Trunks lose?
Can I say one thing?
How did Trunks lose?
Wait, can I say one thing though? Without that hold on a second. Whoa, I just literally lost my train of thought. It's just like
without that transformation.
Without that transformation, he just would have remained like a skilled martial artist. The real question is, like, how long do we think Dragon Ball would honestly still be going on without something like that type of transformation.
And also, the thing that makes that more impactful is the fact that the very thing that Frieza eliminated their entire planet for was the entire lore of the Super Saiyan legend. And the fact that now 20 whatever years later, on a different planet, it's right there in front of his face. The very thing that he annihilated an entire race of beings for is now in front of him. And he looks him dead in the face and was like, yeah, I'm a Super Saiyan Son Goku. That's amazing, bro.
That might be a separate show within itself. What if Super Saiyan never exists? Would it just be a martial arts anime?
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
It would be.
That's a nice question. I appreciate that. I ain't thinking about that myself, but I would steal that one for a future episode.
Hey, as long as I'm there, I don't care.
Sensei of the Syndicate.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go Goku. I mean, we didn't watch like 25 episodes of Gohan trying to turn Super Saiyan 2. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was like everybody said, it's something that really changed the dynamic of even the show. You know what I mean? They had temporary transformations beforehand with the Kaioken, but like to have something where like you physically changed and like it was really kind of surpassing your limits in that certain aspect, definitely made a big change.
Jitsu, you feel the same way?
No, I like the Orange Piccolo transformation. I'm just playing. Yeah, Goku Super Saiyan. Goku Super Saiyan.
Moving on. All right, so we're gonna go Demon Slayer real quick. So,
okay.
Tanjiro cutting the rock,
which was cool.
More impactful. Okay.
Versus Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Ruri.
Come on, fam.
Sweep.
Like this was unnecessary.
Come on, bro.
This is a sweep.
I'm just asking.
This was an unnecessary one. We didn't even need this.
A rock.
You could have found like 8 million different ones.
Actually, with Demon Slayer, it's not really 8 million different ones. It's a very mid show with mid moments.
Demon Slayer is not mid like that, bro.
I'm just saying, for moments, but if it's
there's a lot better moments in him cutting the sword. There's been like 4 seasons.
To led up to him to get retribution for the other students. I don't know what I'm talking
Foundations don't mean nothing to nobody. But
it don't mean nothing.
Here comes the hate.
Foundation don't mean nothing.
The show doesn't pull out crazy transformations and a whole bunch of time travel on yourself. It's got to be mid. That's crazy.
Actually, so we're gonna go Tengen. Versus the upper, lower?
Upper
Gaitara.
Upper Moon 6.
Upper Moon 6 versus Rengoku Parachon turned into a donut.
Y'all gonna hate my answer. I can tell you that.
Because impact don't mean nothing.
I think this is easy. This is an easy one.
Well, let me know.
I think this is easily Rengoku because this is the first Hashira that we've seen in the series die. Like this is like we see. This is the first time that we've seen a Hashira fight like a legitimate like threat of an upper moon, and I'm talking about like to the point where it was like one of like the definitive top 4 or whatever the hell upper moons. So now Rengoku, first of all, Akazo was taking this man as like he didn't even want to kill him. He's like, become a demon. You have too much talent to waste as a human. Like, come on, man, be a demon. Like, what you doing?
Come on, nigga,
and bro, seeing Rengoku like buckle down and then like he's having like that moment where he unlocks his the final form breed. I don't remember what it's called. But then unleashes that shit, and then you see at the end of it, you think, okay, maybe Rengoku got something. Nah, hell nah. That boy got a whole fist through his damn stomach. Like, I'm sorry, that moment hits and then Tanjiro running after Akaza throws the sword through the forest, and like talking shit. And he's like, bro, come fight me. Like, why are you running? I think everything about the Rengoku moment, the Rengoku scene, and how hard it actually hit Tanjiro. And then the scene after that where Mans goes to Rengoku's family, like he go to his dad's house. I'm sorry, bro. Rengoku got that shit. He got that shit.
Moonbeam is on you.
Same thing, but also to add to that, that's the first time that we hear about fire breathing versus flame breathing and the sun breathing style, and how like sun breathing was the initiator of all the breathing styles and stuff. So I think it was that moment where we led into like a deeper part of the story.
Martin.
I agree with them. The Rengoku story, the train arc, it set the tone. for the Hashiras, the story to start, like where we are right now. I think that was a more impactful moment.
Does everybody else feel the same way? Are we saying fuck Tengen?
Yeah.
Oh no, man! That man had 2 girlfriends. I want 2 girlfriends.
Three
wide.
Put some respect on that. Don't be them women.
I like
the wide.
We'll go in the Black Clover.
Ooh.
Yay. Wait, what did you just say?
A goated anime.
I need Mare to hold it down. So we're gonna go.
Crap.
Ooh.
With the King and Hope.
Okay.
That one.
Rest in peace.
Pull up.
Ooh.
Now we came.
Mare, I need you to answer it first and hold it down going across the room because I need to,
Now look, I understand that
hold it
everybody
down.
has their opinion, and that Julius getting beat was impactful for the story, but I don't care. That's one of the best pull-ups in anime that we've seen yet. That mug sent goosebumps down my back and everything because that mug was nice. That mug was very, very nice. It was better than the Naruto one. It was better than the Bleach one. That mug sent goosebumps. That pull-up is good. Sorry.
The Naruto was in stage mode.
Who cares?
don't
King
care.
Chaos, you are up.
All right, well, honestly, I agree with you completely. Like, yes, Julius, in that moment, that was impactful. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But when I talk about I want homies like that, I want them like that. Like, they didn't even wait. They said, damn, with the rules. And look what everything that led to as well. Austin being able to beat the Golden Dawn's second in command. That was a huge moment. And he won that fight. I don't give a damn about no tie. The homeboy was packed up. Austin, man, ooh, that moment was beautiful. Absolutely giving it to the pull-up.
Yeah, I'm for sure going pull-up game because I mean I don't even remember what the elf's name was, but even he knew that he didn't have the power to beat Julius and had to pull some shit like let me threaten the entire kingdom to make you use your ultimate spell and your grimoire to get you off guard to be able to then finally get a cheap shot. Like yeah, that was cool and all, but nah, this man Finral's brother just said fuck Finral, fuck all of that. Like I don't give a damn about you, and it's talking about some disappear with all and he's and with dark magic, and then seeing everybody like, yeah, nah, this is our homie. You lay one finger on that boy, you being put 6 feet under, and that's what, man. The Black Bulls are the definition of like that. Like it don't matter who in that group is in danger, whoever is even on the brink of being in trouble, they all gonna pull up ready for their people like that. And that's I think the pull up game got it.
Definitely so. Let's keep it going. Evan Moonbeam, what's the right answer?
Oh, it's the gang violence all day. Like the Black Bulls came in ready. Like I said on a previous show that we've talked about that particular scene, like just the way it played out, the way it was shot, you could see even the character. Like I said, Charmy was in little form, eating her fruit in Julius' lap. And was like, nah. And then all of a sudden, everybody up and they're flying. And it was like, I will kill you if you move. And it was good. It was good. That's the best one. It's that one all day.
Oh, we had a plethora of the One Piece.
2 Piece.
Yeah, we had One Piece.
We definitely did.
Where we at with it?
We are at the Watsonian.
I thought Julius was pretty impactful because of what he had to sacrifice because of the cheap shot. The pull-up was amazing, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna, veer into peer pressure and go with the pull-up because I really did like the pull-up. I agree with Goku that they stand behind like
peer pressure,
their family or friends or whoever. Like, they stand behind that, and that they showed that amongst even their peers and the authority, they didn't care who was there. So I would agree with the pull-up.
Where we at with it? Ebony Movie?
Oh, no.
You're at the bottom.
Yeah, the pull-up is definitely where it's at. The fact that the Black Bulls had like negative stars or whatever the case may be, and like they were the laughing stock of each group, and then they were like, we don't care about rules, we don't care about ranking, we don't care about none of this. Like if shit pops off, we know where we at. Like we all we got. And so like it really reminded me of like if you have like a brother or sister, and it'd be like if they fighting, you fighting. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it was at for me.
Easter.
Hey, Evan, I like your nails too. I meant to say that. I like the color green. I like the shade.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
You're so kind to me.
absolutely.
Super Saiyan.
I gotta say the pull-up game. The reason why I say that in the previous segment, Ebony Moonbeam said it best. The Black Bull showed why it is the entire show is centered around their squad, mainly Asta. So
Damn,
that
you
really
remember
just
I said that.
I'm still. How could I forget?
I did say that too. I was just excited because I did say that.
Not you.
Hey, see, no hear no evil.
I think we're done with that one.
Yeah. Oh, before we start the next one, I got a dip, y'all.
I bet.
Before I go, everyone, thanks for having me as usual. Shout out to the Blerd Cartel and each and every one of you. Goku, you're great. We should link sometime too. Make sure I'll
for sure, bro.
Cam. Y'all be good. Take care.
All right.
Y'all good, man.
Absolutely, man.
All right, hold on. We're gonna do one quick one. I don't know if we can do Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, that's bad. You can always do some Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yugi versus a Tim, or Yugi losing the first time to Raphael?
Ooh, no brainer, losing the first time. That was impactful, because, especially because of how Kaiba was such a sore loser and how he got that victory. I mean, that would mess anybody up. Like he cheated how he ruined his winning streak, just straight up.
No.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
It is a tough one. I'm going more impactful. I actually do remember the Raphael moment because I think if I remember right, he literally sacrificed Yugi. Like Yugi sacrificed himself to let Tim stay in the body immediately after that because they had bet their souls. So if I remember, that moment is pretty serious. But I'm going with the final duel because it's the final duel. It's the one that's okay, who's really the one that was carrying the whole time, even though we know it was a Tim. It's like, you're going to really be the king of games. This is the end of the run. You got to beat all the Egyptian god cards. Kaiba up there watching, being salty. Mokuba there, all the fans. It was the culmination of the entirety of the best series and season of Yu-Gi-Oh! So to me, I'm rolling with it.
All right, anybody else got to join in there for Yugi?
I think
I've never watched the show, so I can't comment.
I think I'm gonna go.
We gotta take. I have to take a card for not watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think I'm gonna go high div. I'm gonna go high div. Yugi losing for the first time because that was the first time that we saw Yugi basically turn his back against his cards and turn his back on his trusted monsters. He was literally sacrificing them monsters to add on to his attack like they weren't shit. And it got to the point where whenever he was getting ready to send Dark Magician Girl on that cannon, on the turtle cannon, she looked at him like, "You're gonna send me, like me for real?" And that was whenever like you kind of got that sense that like he really like at this moment he's not caring about about his monsters. He's only caring about winning, and that goes against Yugi. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it took the other soul to save Yami because Yami was just so for sake of conversation, he was arrogant to just completely fuck all of that. I don't care about that. And then if it wasn't for Yugi to save Yami, it wouldn't have let Yami figure out, okay, I need to buckle down and I need to really figure out my shit. I need to I need to do my shit right. And for the first time, it made Yami look at Yugi as like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that we share a soul, but I need to protect this boy. I need to protect this soul. I need to do whatever I can to help this boy that's doing everything for me because he just sacrificed his soul for mine. I should have been the one that should have been taken away, not Yugi. So I think everything that was mixed in with that, I'm gonna give high diff to Yugi losing first. Yami losing the first time.
So what we got left? Sensei the Syndicate.
I didn't really watch a whole lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I wasn't invested.
Ebony
I ain't
movie.
the only
you
one.
invested in the
I'm
hard-
glad I ain't the only one.
What'd you say?
Don't put me with
You're
that.
the hard-
Not on this one, man. We in trouble.
Sorry, I didn't hear you over them. What is it?
Hey, let my man be great, man.
We're gonna let Unico be great. All right, so we're gonna go to Naruto. We got a couple Naruto moments. You tell me what's the most impactful. Haku and Zabuza dying. That's Naruto's first experience of death and all that other stuff. So we all know the Land of Wave scene versus Shikamaru and his dad. Let it all out. Which one's the most impactful?
Well, I have a heavy bias towards Shikamaru, so I'm gonna vote Shikamaru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
that
I agree.
Yeah, Shikamaru.
Definitely.
This is the first time Naruto knows what it means to be a ninja. He just like, this is what it is right here.
This is Shikamaru's sensei. Like this was someone who was damn near a second father figure to Shikamaru, and
you had a dad, nigga. You talking to?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Shikaku, however you say that man's name. Shikaku, yeah, like
I know nobody else gives a fuck about him,
that's
but
his daddy, you know what I'm saying? That is his father, his daddy, everything. Like, we get all that. But what Asuma meant to Shikamaru was a lot more than what Zabuza at that point meant to Naruto becoming a better ninja.
Not really, because Zabuza had different ideologies and Haku had different ideologies than Naruto and Naruto. And then he can learn from there why they did the things they did as an apprentice and a master. So he just, I'm gonna just spray paint shit. I'm gonna get on these older people's nerves. This is his first real mission. Just like, all right, I had to do all this on my first mission.
Nah, I still think Shikamaru getting the torch past him from Asuma, and then like, bro, the scene where Shikamaru got the lighter and he's, the spirit of Asuma comes up with the sig. He lights the sig when he tells him that his will of fire is now in his hands. I'm sorry, bro. That blows everything that
doesn't blow anything, because you see how Naruto is holding on to Kakashi like a father figure at that point. That surpasses a lot of people think Kakashi is a bad sensei to Naruto. He rolled him in the trenches.
He wasn't the most ideal sensei for Naruto
until he turned on him for well, not turned, but that's what people think. And then he trained Sasuke to do the Chidori for the Chunin exams. But it's just like that's the first real ninja moment to just show Naruto. It's like, yo, this shit is not a game. Like, this is like real lives, real death, and you just going around graffiti and being a degenerate. This ain't it. This is what it's really about. That shows Sasuke also what it really means to be a ninja. If you really want to avenge your village, it shows Chakra that her potential to be Konoriki for that most part. I mean, that's why I'm disagreeing. I'm just a host, y'all. So my opinion means nothing. Ebony Moonbeam, how do you feel it?
It's Shikamaru for me.
I knew you
like it. He's easily one of my favorite characters, and like I get what you're saying, but even at my big ass age when I actually finished Naruto, well, not now, but it was years ago, but like I think you saw something different than I did. I get what you're saying, but that's not what I felt in that moment compared to I know what I felt in Shikamaru's moment, and I still to this day, when I think about that moment, I feel the impact of that. I see how that affects him. I see how that makes him take things a little bit more seriously. And that's how he becomes the tactician that he becomes, And so I think that's why I would have to go with him. It leads to just so much more.
Sensei.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Shikamaru moment because it was yes, his sensei putting so much confidence in him as far as that's concerned, because everybody else thought that he was just lazy, but Asuma worked with him to try to kind of develop those things. And it's different when your dad sees you, you know what I mean? His family sees him as his family, you know what I mean? But this person saw him as a person, which is a little bit different. So when he has those opportunities to be able to see that and that, you know, somebody believes so much in your abilities, but you still weren't able to save them when the time came, that's what made it like really, really deep for me.
Watson, you gonna hold me down? You gonna be a Negro?
I gotta be a Negro on this one because
I knew it.
Where Shikamaru is right now at Boruto, I never would have thought, because I thought he just would have been the bum in the village. But like he stepped his game up after that.
He was in the Sasuke retrieval arc. Like, what are we talking about?
That's because he didn't really want to save Sasuke. So
nobody want to save
hating
Sasuke
the
besides Naruto.
Right.
Nah,
that's why he was like that.
Was he a lazy bum in the Sasuke retrieval? Or was he the only Chunin in the squad? I think he was the only one with a fucking vest on. But I'm just the host, y'all.
He went from the lazy man to I'll kill any of y'all.
And he was in this. We're skipping arcs, obviously, but okay, we got a couple more, then we can wrap it up. We've only been on for a couple hours.
It's not. Come on, you love it.
Naruto Pain.
Ew.
Now, this specific kick or Naruto pulling up to Elite Village?
The whole entirety. I was
Okay.
in asterisk, the whole entirety. It's the only picture I can find for right now. Sasuke Itachi. The entirety of the fight.
He had to remind us. All of the Pain arc.
Why is Sasuke and Itachi? I may agree with you.
Besides the fight itself, it let us know where Itachi was health wise, and it was as far as Itachi's story, and then of course where even Sasuke went from there to avenge him. So I think that played even though he didn't win that was all Itachi basically literally handing him like, hey, look, here's a present. So I would say that was more impactful.
Here's the present is crazy. Sensei the Syndicate.
I'm gonna go Naruto and Pain. Just because the shit that Pain was doing before, you know what I mean, and everybody had lost hope. And so for the whole village to be like, where that nigga Naruto at after they didn't want him around at all, and is crazy to me. So not only that, but the fact that they had similar experiences of loss, but then after that, like how they went about it, and how they deal with it was completely different as well. So that made the big difference for me. And then the fact that he fucked up Hinata too, threw her ass up in the air, back down, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, that made a big difference. It was a bigger impact because everybody then had to acknowledge Naruto as somebody who's really here, and you know how much of an asshole they were too.
Ebony Mumi.
They both definitely have like great pull-up moments, and the story is, both stories are somewhat impactful. The fight with Itachi and Sasuke was good. And I like that we were able to get the backstory and everything, but I feel like that moment only truly affected Sasuke and then Naruto by default because that's his boyfriend. But aside from that, like everything that Sensei said is valid reasons why Pain and Naruto is a better arc and a better moment, a more impactful moment, especially because just like you said, everybody then acknowledged him after that. Anybody that still had doubts or whatever, like all of them were gone in a matter of like this small amount of time where they had been treating this kid like shit his whole life for being nothing but an orphan and being forced to have a Jinchuriki in him.
Menace is on you.
This is a good one. I ain't gonna lie, because I think they both have different type of impactful moments. So like the Itachi and Sasuke one, as Ebony Moon said, was more so impactful for Sasuke, but it definitely gave us a whole different depth to the story, understanding Itachi and the reason that he did everything that he did. Because like after that, that's when we got like, you know, the story with Sasuke talking to Obito, and then we find out like all that shit with Danzo and the government and all them and all that. So I think it led to where we understood how corrupt the Leaf Village and the Leaf system actually is. But I think with my bad, what was the other one?
Pain and Naruto.
Pain and Naruto.
I think with Pain and Naruto, Pain literally did what Orochimaru spent most of OG Naruto planning to do, which was destroy the Leaf Village. We saw it happen. We saw it attempted once, and we figured, okay, if someone could, you know, at that point it was a matter of could someone actually do it or not? Like, what would happen if someone actually destroyed the Leaf Village? Pain literally came in that bitch and just the 6 Paths of Pains did they shit, and man just eviscerated the whole village. And so now that was the first time that you really got like a sense of like, damn. Even if somebody that's a Kage can't stand up to these Akatsuki members, then who the hell is supposed to do something like this? And that's whenever Naruto comes in. And I think the conversation that Pain had with Naruto about the cycle of hate and all that ultimately led more to the story, because Naruto got a sense of understanding what it meant to be a real shinobi, and he understood like, yeah, the problems in the shinobi world are legitimately not shit, and we got to find a different way to deal with all this. So I think the Pain situation helped Naruto more so throughout the course of the story than Itachi helping Sasuke, because I think, like she pointed out earlier, it only benefited Sasuke more so, but Pain basically educated Naruto so that way Naruto can basically teach later on down the road. I think is the reason why that takes the cake on this one.
Hey, I just thought about one thing. It's funny to me that like if you look at the whole idea of like Sasuke and Itachi, like the whole time, then you know Sasuke's mad at his brother. His brother like, but nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that all of that time he was mad, he was like, I'm just trying to help you out. It's just funny to me. Like his little brother is really trying to start a fight with him. He's like, listen, go sit down.
For me, I'm just the host, so don't take my opinion into account. It's Sasuke and Itachi. He said from day one, I want to kill this Negro right here. It's a rat for him. He pulled up to the village, even for that point, and he tried to Chidori, just like, all right, well, I'm putting Tsuki on me one more time. You need a little bit more hatred to fuck with me a little bit more. Then we obviously see the fight, see the pull up, and then it was all to protect him from Orochimaru. It was all to just give him that amount of hatred to unlock his Mangekyo Sharingan. So he didn't even have Mangekyo at that time. So it's just like, you want to take the other route, because the route he wanted him to take, he didn't take. He's just like, you gotta kill your best friend. Unlock his Mangekyo. Can you imagine Sasuke killed Naruto in that valley at the end? He didn't do it. I'm gonna do my own path thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. So further along his journey to train with Orochimaru and stuff like that. So just like, I know Orochimaru fucked you over, so it's just like, I'm gonna kill him real quick, get him out your body. That's how I'm prolong this fight, fuck my health, all that shit. I'm still your brother in the end of the day. But it just
even helped in the war.
Yeah, but it was impactful to change his mind about what really happened. Mm-hmm. And then it was only the second time around where he got the full story. So it just further along that like Sasuke could really hang with Itachi at that point, or was it an illusion the whole time for that first fight? And then the second fight, we all know Sasuke just fought in that Kabuto fight. He was just protecting the whole time. So one more question real quick. So we got the Hiruzen death or the Jiraiya death?
Come on. We already know you're a Jiraiya hater, but it's easily Jiraiya.
So
We already know you're a Jiraiya hater, but it's Jiraiya.
I'm just the host, so it doesn't matter to me. Fuck Jiraiya, maybe rest in piss. But
you see how hard he goes? Like, did Jiraiya fuck your sister or something? Like, what the hell? You be going so hard on this man. What did Jiraiya do to you?
I'm the only child.
thought Naruto was a Rasengan.
It means nothing. So which
And
one
stole his money?
Goku.
Yeah, this is easily Jiraiya's death. I mean,
Christ.
Like I don't even see how there's even a conversation for the reason. I mean, I'm just, I'm not even trying to be like that for sure. I'm not trying to be like that. I just don't see how there's even an argument for a ruse in this situation. Like, Jiraiya was literally basically the godfather figure to Naruto, taught him so much about the path of being a ninja, taught him a lot about understanding.
I got that itch. Just like, what did he teach him?
Regardless, what did he do?
Yeah.
What did the third do for Naruto?
Go to a second term of being Hokage. Raise Naruto like a
raise is a strong word. Raise is a strong word.
He didn't raise him. He didn't raise him. He didn't even clothe him. He didn't make sure the man was fed properly.
Had to learn how to budget at 7.
Nah, how you gonna be a Hokage until Kuchina and Minato during their dying breath? You gonna take care of their ass and then put this boy in the most rundown home of the entire village.
Don't even check on him for real. He shows up like once a month.
He came out and was like, "Here's your rent money." I'm out.
Nah, I'm out. That's so what he needs. Like, here's your rent money, bro.
Episode we will have with Hiruzen was top 3 Hokage in the village.
I'm gonna say this: both of them ain't really shit to Naruto, to be real. You know what I'm saying? Because to be real, if Jiraiya was really about being there for Naruto, it wouldn't have taken him like 12 to 13 years to show up. And then the third, definitely just threw him some money and was like, "Get out of my face, out of sight, out of mind." And so I mean, they both. We had a conversation at the Blerd Syndicate where there was like shitty dads, anime dads. They both made the list when it came to Naruto because like they weren't good. But as far as the which one was sadder or which one had a bigger impact, I'm gonna have to say the third, just because he was like a figurehead in the village, to the village and how everything was. I'm not saying to Naruto, he didn't really mean anything to Naruto, but to the village at that time, then that made it like have some instability in that village.
With the third dying,
I can understand that argument.
Hokage. With Jiraiya dying, this is a nigga dead. This is like, all right, fuck it, he dead.
Yeah, like to Naruto, it was bigger that Jiraiya died, but to the village.
And the fans still talk about Jiraiya's death. I almost forgot that nigga died. The third died. I forgot.
Don't lie on your first episode. Which would be more impactful, Jiraiya dying or Iruka dying? To Naruto.
Iruka.
I know somebody got asked to be his dad in a wedding, but
okay, now wait, hold on. Like we gotta really think about this. Like, one reason why Jiraiya's death is so hard for Naruto is because the circumstance as to how he died. Like Jiraiya, Naruto fully knew that man had no business going out on his own to fight someone like Pain. The reason why he died was because Tsunade, and literally Naruto was mad at Tsunade for this. He's like, if Jiraiya was Hokage, he would not let you do some shit like this. I don't think if Iruka died, by no means I'm not saying that it wouldn't be the same level of impact, but at that point, whenever Naruto asked Iruka to be his dad at the wedding, who reasonably would be left for him to ask? I'm talking about that's
Kakashi.
Yeah.
Why would he choose Kakashi?
Yeah, why would he choose Kakashi?
Why not?
I feel like it would be between Iruka and Jiraiya. If Jiraiya was still alive, he would have been in the running. I think.
If Jiraiya was still alive, he would have Jiraiya.
I think
Iruka would have been. I think he would have been in the running.
Yes, bro.
But I do think Iruka means a lot to him.
Iruka, like as far as strength is concerned, Iruka never could touch Naruto, right? But Iruka was the first one to actually believe in Naruto and to actually put his faith in him. Yeah. Because any other time he was by himself. So that's why. And even when he took his headband back from him, and then he had the letter in there, was like, pretty much, I let you go, be safe, I have faith in you, even when everybody right before the war started. He was the only one that believed in him then. So like Iruka definitely was a father figure, and definitely
No, he
had
was a
way
father figure. I don't deny
no,
that.
even better
Yeah,
than
for sure.
Jiraiya, even better than like you know what I mean. Even if Jiraiya was like alive, I think they would have made Jiraiya the dad, but the dad in that situation is definitely Iruka.
Or at least it would have been a conversation. But I don't think it's Kakashi was never in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't see Kakashi being in that conversation at all.
At
I
all.
mean, if it's just because he just had that whole time with Jiraiya, and Jiraiya just used his ass the whole 2 years that he was gone. Like, hey, let me use your money and let me get these hoes real quick, and like I'm gonna
I
show
think
you
y'all
this.
really over exaggerate that. Like,
No, Jiraiya.
That's what he said. That's what he said. I'm just going off of that.
That man literally was the main reason why Naruto even understood what it meant to become a ninja. Like he understood the path that it meant to be. Like now we can Blerd, we can agree that Jiraiya didn't do that shit the best. Now, like there's no question about that. But to just flat out say that like Jiraiya didn't help this man Naruto with nothing, that he wasn't a good bro.
He
that
trained
is
him with
wild.
him.
That is just
He trained with him. Like that's great. Yeah, that's great. He trained with him.
One move.
What's up?
What one move?
He told Naruto to hold a water balloon and just do something.
He did just walked off and got drunk and then came back was like,
didn't Jiraiya help Naruto master the Nine Tails? I mean, I'm not talking about like
the
fooling.
Toad
I'm talking about like
him
to be able to use.
But he
Nine
wouldn't have
Tails
had
flow.
the toads without Jiraiya. Jiraiya had the contract with the toads first.
That's not true because Minato found the toads right without Jiraiya.
Yeah.
But Minato is gone. So how is Naruto gonna get the toads without?
No, I'm just saying he could have found the toads himself.
Naruto were talking about he wasn't gonna find the toads
after Jiraiya's death. So Jiraiya was never going to teach him in the first place.
No, he didn't teach him shit.
I'm like, I gotta go. Jiraiya's nuts.
Hold on, wait, Blerd. Do you legitimately believe that at no point in time, if Jiraiya was alive, he wouldn't have introduced the idea of sage mode to Naruto?
He was with Jiraiya for 3 years and learned nothing.
Do you think a 13-year-old Naruto would be able to master Sage Jutsu like that? When he hasn't even mastered the Nine Tails power?
Learned nothing. So we're on that. We're complete on that, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm listening to you, bro. I got you.
Why would I teach you any Sage Jutsu when I'm a shit teacher in the first place? I was in a frog suit, which is War Arcing Rain Village, and told these niggas, yo, everything's, ice cream and raspberries. Go get me frog suits and let's hop around together. What's that about?
Raspberries.
I should be training y'all, or I should have killed y'all when the Orochimaru was like, let me get rid of these kids. I'm just saying.
Jiraiya was better to Nagato than he was to Naruto.
That is true.
I'm sorry.
Jiraiya trained the fuck out of Nagato in that clique.
You want to train them shit.
Well, I also think he kept his distance somewhat from Naruto because of the experience that he had with Nagato.
Well, shout out to Jiraiya being a stupid nigga, but we all know the best.
Well, then he shouldn't have been a godfather then.
Well,
hey, his daddy made him the godfather. So talk to them about that.
Listen, I could have easily been like, hey, thank you, but no thank you. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I'll be the play uncle.
Okay.
I had a moment on here, but I couldn't compare it to anything, and it was the first fight. Incomparable.
I guess we could have compared the first to the last.
Well, the first fight was sweet.
Was the more impactful first and second fight?
The first fight was the second fight. The first fight was way more impactful.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
I can't even compare it to the second fight. The first time Sasuke saw Naruto as an equal, the first time Sasuke saw Naruto in his Jinchuriki form.
I think the second fight is better overall, but definitely more impactful was the first fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you could have also the water tower. That was kind of impactful.
Could have.
Probably could have went with the water tower.
That last fight they had was what's up.
We hear Menace, first time coming on. Hopefully you come on for future episodes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I rock with you all.
Hopefully you have
come on back.
Enjoyed yourself. And shout out to the 4G niggas that couldn't stay on. Shout out to the 5G niggas that could stay on. We here. Blerd Cartel, Ebony Moonbeam, Waifu Views, check them out. Sundays 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
The best female podcast. out right now, talking that anime, talking that waifu views, talking to that husbandos, ranking them. Also, they ranked waifus the last episode. They talk about Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, y'all rank Mary Leona too low. I'm disappointed in you guys.
Too low?
Yeah.
Mary Leona
is we put her as S. We moved her to A just because of there was a reason why we moved her to A.
It was a reason.
Peer pressure. Inexcusable.
I think what happened was we had to take the because there's only 3 of us, so we had to
average it out.
We had to average it out because I said S. I'm the one that asked to have her on the list. She's S for me.
Yeah, Mommy Leona is an S tier character.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I tried to say. But then there was like an S and an A. There was 2 A's and an S, and so I was like, okay.
Watch that episode that they recently did. They did a waifu rankings, and they reviewed Hell's Paradise. It just finished off. So, I mean, and they reviewed JJK when they were like to see Watson the Great get this man the 1K.
Give me the 1K.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, we got some ranking shows. I'm gonna get up with you, Cam, because we got some wrestling ones that we need to talk about. And then so we got that, and then we're working with a creator to actually have an all black D&D game going. So check that out too.
Maybe we can check that out. Me and Menace trying to get Friday Night Europe back up, talk about that wrestling shit. So, I mean,
man, I'm always down to talk wrestling, man.
All right, bet.
It's fuck Roman Reigns for life. Let's just get that out the
way. You got that one.
Talk about what Cody's going for. We can talk about Summer Scam. Talk about all that shit. So we're gonna get up. You'll see more minutes on the Blerd Cartel. Cool ass dude. So I mean, we're here, Roundtable. I'm in my dad hat phase. So I'm gonna get more of these. You know.
There you go.
Shit, you want to talk? I'm in my bucket hat phase right now. I'm the ultimate uncle right now.
It's all up. But you know, shout out to shout out to Baychan Blerd Crew Entertainment. You see their panel on there. I was on there. We had a sex position tournament, and we had some people doing demonstrations. So that was an experience within itself. So shout out to them. Shout out to Otis. Shout out to anything they got going on. Shout out to Blerd.com. Shout out to Blerd Official. You know, check them out. Shout out to YouTube, and you know, check out some articles they got. Make it make sense. Shout out to What It Sound Like to be on tomorrow at the Welcome to Hollywood, and then Blerd Syndicate. Of course, Waifu Views they be on Sundays at 8. You know, we're always gonna be here Wednesdays at 8. So,
always.
You know, shout out to everyone watching. Subscribe to the Blerd Cartel on YouTube.
Follow everybody.
IG. Yes. Every _ Moonbeam on all social media platforms. Watson _ great. Too many underscores for me. Shout out to Menace. Find him on TikTok. That's where I found him at. He's on here now. Yeah, I'm glad he came on. So
now you're stuck with us.
Yup.
Yeah. So let's run it, man. I'm happy to be here.
Other than that, we here Black creators doing great things. Subscribe to everybody, support everybody, you know. But you know what I mean? We out here, support their bad takes also. You know, all they got going on. Facebook here, AK Mistake, follow Blerd Cartel everywhere, Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch.
All right.